Welcome back, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed your... Well, my headset's not on properly. Hope you enjoyed your 5-minute break. It's now time to continue on with day one of qualification games for Nation Wars 3. Joining me, or should I say, I am joined by...
Yes.
Funker.
Well, who am I again?
Funkadelic.
Yes, thank you, thank you. Can you do all the caps? Can you write it down?
Yeah, I could. It's capital F.
Yes.
Lowercase U.
Yes.
Big case N.
No. You're already down.
Really?
It's just bad. It's okay. It's
Sorry.
okay. I'm not gonna take it
I'm a simple
the
man
wrong
in
way.
a simple world. It's just Apollo. It's like capital A P O L L O, as you can see right down there.
Yes, right down there at Apollo SC2.
How's it going, mate?
At Starcraft.
I'm enjoying my time in France so
Do you?
far.
How was the first meal that you got?
Mate, I had... What's the name of it called again?
I'm pretty sure you know it.
Well, I can get my phone out and say it again, but I can't
Foie gras.
Foie gras?
Yes.
Was the first meal of the day.
Yes.
Or the starter. And then my main course was... How do you say it?
You don't remember?
No, I don't know how to say it. Oh, yeah, tartare.
Voilà.
Voilà.
Yes, a tartare.
Tartare. Yeah, it was nice.
So a bit on the side, you know, it wasn't proper tartare. It was just tiny bit cooked.
Tiny bit tartare.
How did you like? Because I actually left before you had it.
Yeah, it was nice.
It was nice?
It was nice. And then I had, of course, a cheeky espresso afterwards.
Did you get the café gourmand?
No, because I was so full.
Okay, makes sense.
Next time.
Makes sense. But
I had
next
just
time,
espresso, of course.
yes, of course, double espresso.
Of course.
Ah.
To finish.
But so for people that don't know, we actually get double espressos every time we're in Germany.
Every time.
For the WCS broadcast.
Cable.
We meet on the Plaza, I don't remember the name.
The Heumarkt.
And then we get double espresso and we talk about the games.
Yeah, and then we go cast. Kind of like today, but without you. I just did it with Todd.
Yes, it was weird.
Kerry instead.
Did you get coffee?
We did afterwards. Everyone did, yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, that was nice. It was nice.
Amazing.
Time for game 2.
Yes, for match 2.
Match 2.
Match 2. What is it going to be?
It's going to be the US of A, captained by Nathanius. Going up against Venezuela. We have a look at their team in a minute, but here we go is Team America. We of course got State, who's currently in Korea and has been for like a year, living, practicing, and streaming from there. We've got, of course, Puck, who has played quite a bit of Archon mode, more so than anything else in the Legacy of Void recently. And then the man himself. His nemesis is Bales, and his favorite victim is Pooh.
that is actually pretty interesting to say out loud. His favorite victim is Pooh. It's like, what is that supposed to be? But if you take a look at the winning ratios that Aligula told us, what is going on?
He can't beat Protoss, but he's all right against Terran and Zerg.
He's more than all right.
That's very good.
70-71.
He's got a higher win percentage against those races than State and Puck does. If that's not Captain America right there, the real Captain America, I don't know what is.
I don't know either. I mean, Nathanius, I'm really hyped about seeing him play. We're actually going to be hearing from him in a couple of seconds, because in a couple of minutes, I would say, because he's the captain.
He is the captain.
He's Captain America. He's literally Captain America tonight.
Polt has taken that for a while because there was no one else to stand and take that throne. But today marks the day when Nathanius stands strong and says, I am the short Captain America. And he's got a good stamp to it. I mean, he's got a good claim.
Yeah.
You know, and I wish him the best of luck in today's
He's an amazing guy. I would love to see him do really well today. I would not say I would like to see him go all kill against Venezuela, because that would be kind of bad manner of me. Sorry, and that would be kind of bad manner of him too. Like we never see people from Venezuela, and then he all kills. Like you get all killed by a caster. What is going on? No,
he will play today for sure, though. I mean, he has to play.
He will, and I would like to see him maybe start. Maybe being the first one to play?
Yeah, I think he will. I mean, we'll have to have a look, because he gets to choose, of course, being the captain. I think he will, actually, because he gets to size up the opposition, which, of course, is Venezuela. We can have a look at their team in a quick second as well. They've brought 3 players to the tournament, too. And these 3 players, not as known, as you can see, compared to everybody else. These are the 3 faceless players that represent this nation.
So Alexander, Guillermo, and Jorge are going to be playing. Demonizer, Birada, and Thunder. The winning ratios are not as exciting as Nathanius's.
No.
For instance, because Thunder doesn't have really great ratio.
Yeah, Thunder's looking like the weakest link there, doesn't it, really, if you look at just the numbers.
And Birada.
Birada looks the
really good.
strongest. Yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
it does. So they got a pretty balanced lineup, I would say, because they've got a Zerg, Protoss, and a Terran,
Yep.
which I always like in a format like this, having the option to go with all the different races, so you can, go into a matchup that one of the opposite player doesn't really like.
Yep.
I think that gives you a lot of room to maneuver around the opposite team. So I kind of like it. Demonizer as a nemesis, it's QXC. Some would actually call him the French Funka. The American Funka.
The American Funka.
I screwed that up.
Why is that?
Because we used to have like long hair and have the bandana.
Yep,
Also.
yep.
But at
Okay,
that time
see
he
it.
was rocking in GSL and I was still trying to win French tournaments. So
You're still trying to win French tournaments too today.
I did win some, man.
Yeah?
You know who I am? What the hell?
Funkadelic.
Yeah, I'm fucking
You won
delic.
tournaments?
Damn right.
We're both in Diamond League together. How's
Damn
that
right.
feel, man?
Yeah, well, it's okay. I only played 15 games.
Was your placements put you in platinum or?
Yes.
Okay, me too.
5-0 platinum,
Yeah, me
and then
too.
I lost a couple of games against Protoss.
I won a tournament in
12
Lakes of the
to
Wood last
something.
night.
You won a tournament.
won
a
a
diamond tournament.
A
That's
Diamond
really
League
high.
tournament, man.
I actually like that.
Yeah, it's
So-
really cool actually.
So if we had to take a wild guess, USA
Be right
looks really strong compared to Venezuela. Like we know those players. They've
we're
been
gonna ask me the
practicing in
best.
Korea. State has been practicing in Korea.
Oh, absolutely. I
Puck is a WCS regular.
We
know?
all picked Ukraine to win, even though my predictions kind of seemed to just kind of swing in favor of who was winning at the time, seemingly. But we all picked Ukraine to win. We all thought and think still, I would imagine, that the US are also going to win.
Yes.
And then it was between the Ukraine and the US to win, which we then pretty much went for the Ukraine again, I think.
Yes, that,
But
that would
this,
make
the
sense.
US should be winning this for sure. They should be. I mean, there's two well-known players, one well-known commentator against three unknown players. Clearly going to be not terrible at the match, but when you look at it just in that kind of way, but upsets can happen. Upsets can happen.
And I hope they will. I hope they will.
all tilt. And Nathanius is the guy who's like, you know what, you guys suck. I'm going out as the ace, and then loses as well. I mean,
That would be amazing. And I would love the post-game interview with the Venezuelan players.
Yeah.
Like, Netanya screwed that up.
you know, one thought we could win, but we did.
We did. In the face of adversity. We're still here.
That's when you perform the best.
Okay.
Here's the predictions.
Exactly.
And so 4-1. Do you know why I said 1?
Why did you say 4-1?
I said 4-1 because I think US is going to win convincingly.
But Nathanias is
But
going to lose. I knew he was coming. Like, yeah, Nathanias is going to lose. So 4-1. What did I say, actually?
Where are
I
you?
said 4-0.
So you-
See, I've got faith. I know Nathanias is gonna put himself on the line, and he's going to win 4-0.
Okay.
Easy peasy.
That's what a lot of people thought. Todd too.
I love you, Nathan.
But I think we all had, me and my French friends here had probably a similar thought process.
Yeah, Imre,
With the
Tude,
4-1s.
Ponf, Brioche.
But this is a complete US prediction.
Yeah, same as before. Everybody saw
Yeah.
Ukraine win, and we actually got lucky, but they did
They
win
did
in the
win.
end.
Yeah.
Now everybody sees USA taking out Venezuela. I mean, no surprises there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people will be looking at this match and looking past this match to the US versus Ukraine because that is a big game if we get to that. But of course, the US has to defeat this nation first. And we're going to go over to the captain soon, right? In a couple of
Yes,
minutes.
it's
or
going to
so.
happen. We'll wait for production to actually tell us when everything
It'd be
is
good
getting
to hear
set up.
what Nathaniel has to say for himself.
I would love to hear what he has to say.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, isn't that like the peak of his career?
Right now,
He's gonna be representing his own country.
it is the
That's
peak
amazing.
of his career.
And it's one
You're
of the
right.
most amazing country in the entire planet.
Yeah,
like the
that's what he
USA,
thinks,
man.
yeah.
Like so much freedom.
So much, too much.
Too much
some may
freedom.
say.
Too much freedom.
Yeah, but he gets to represent his country, which not that many people get to do on an,
Yeah, I'm
an
actually
official
kinda
basis,
jealous.
because this is an official basis, and he was voted in by the public. You guys watching this right now, you did vote him in to play for the nation. So we'll see if he can deliver today. Maybe he's the type of captain who, he does play. May not necessarily it'd be great if he does, but it's all about the inspiration, the motivation.
Yes.
What he's going to give his players, because he's a commentator. He is full of bull.
You know what? I love what you're saying.
You know, so I think he's going to
But
be
we're
like,
about to go to the
No.
interview, so I'm gonna cut you right off.
no.
Please take it away. We
But
want
you
to
know
hear.
what I mean, though?
I totally know what you mean, but still, the interview. Now, go.
Thanks, guys. That was so interesting what you were saying. I'm here. I'm here with Todd. So, Todd, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. What about you?
Yeah, I'm feeling so good. I can't wait to see Nathanias play. Well, apparently, I have a. Oh, your micro has a little problem. Don't worry. Sorry. So I can't wait to see Nathanias play. I mean, can a caster be as good as a player? I'm not sure.
You're asking me?
No,
I'm
yeah.
the
What do you think
example
of it?
a successful
Okay.
caster and player at the same time. I think we shouldn't underestimate Nathanias. Like he's Grandmaster on North American server. He
Yeah.
definitely can win a few games, especially against North Americans.
And guess what? I think Nathanias is here with us. Can you hear us, Nathanias?
Well met.
Oh my God. You're looking like a
Great
champ,
games
man.
so
Are you
far,
feeling
hey?
like a champ as well, or is the pressure on?
I live in the greatest country in the world. Of course, I feel like a champ, Todd. Come on. You should know.
Are you gonna be all big talk today, or are we actually gonna see you play? Are you gonna send your Protosses to carry you, or are we maybe gonna see you coming out first?
You know, I love Puck and State. You know, we warmed up by playing some of those co-op missions. Is kind of gives me that feeling you just kind of run over everything. Those guys are like my secret service. I'm ready to represent my nation, though. Don't worry.
All right. Do you know the Venezuelan players? Have you met them?
I have absolutely no idea.
Okay. And what do you think of your team? Can USA make it to the round of 16 or to the round of 8? And what will be your part in it?
Well, I'm here obviously as a motivational speaker to, as the caster said, be full of BS, as a caster usually is. And I think my team is going to do a great job of bringing us out of this round, destroying Ukraine as well, and continuing to move forward because, well, they're both insanely good. State, especially, we actually had to have an intervention with him last night to tell him to go to sleep because he's actually just nonstop been playing games, and he wanted to go first just so he could get 2 all kills today, but obviously I can't let him do that. I said it's a team. It's Team America, okay? It's not I am America.
So for those of us that watch your stream, so pretty much everybody, we know that you're the Codes champ. So are you going into this tournament here with a lot of confidence? What are you expecting out of yourself in particular here?
Oh, like any good Terran, I have to be as the Reaper does and go in and scout. And sometimes you get a couple drone kills. Sometimes you die miserably. But I'm willing to accept that fate as long as I can get a few grenades down before I let State and Puck clean up.
I feel like this is a great hint that you might be going out first. But I'm going to ask you the same thing that I asked Italy and Ukraine earlier. Give me a score prediction and then a few words to your opponents.
And your opponent is listening to you right now.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry, dude, but it's going to be 4-1. Because I'll probably lose, but then I'm sure State will just completely clean house. And good luck. Liberation is at hand.
All right. Thanks, man. Demonizer, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, hello. So you heard what your opponent said. Can you give us a score prediction and a few words to your opponent?
Score prediction would be 4-3. We're taking it at the very end. And that we think we can make it happen. There is hope.
Okay.
Liberators can do it.
Okay. How is Venezuela in Starcraft 2? Are you a strong nation? How do you see your country?
As of now, we, as a country, we stand up in South America.
Okay.
We're doing all right. One of our player, Virada, he did pretty well in Copa America, even taking, I think, 1 or 2 games of Major. So I think we have a pretty good shot.
Did you guys study your opponents? Because all of them, Puck, State, and Nathanias, they stream almost every day. So did you watch their stream a lot to try and study their weakness?
Well, it's kind of hard because in this country we have 2 megabytes of connection, so it is really hard to watch a demo stream. So we could not study much of them.
Okay. Okay, well, thanks, man. Thanks a lot. Good luck to both of you.
Thanks.
Thanks, man. So we're going to head back to... Oh, wait for it. Are you here? Are you still here?
Yeah.
We need the first player, which is going to go for USA and for Venezuela. Nathanias, who is going to be your first player?
Oh, me, of course.
Wow! Nathanias, all right.
Nate.
Hey, here, everyone is applauding here. Okay, and Demonizer, what player is going first?
I'm playing against him. I'm missing this out. I'm going to play him.
Oh,
Nice.
snap.
Nice.
Nate, any words before going to battle? Now that you know?
Good luck.
Have fun.
All right. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Thanks a lot. Casters, take it away.
All right, you've heard it.
I heard it.
We're gonna have Nathanias versus Demonizer, both captains, going at it. First game.
Both Grandmaster 2. Check Demonizer's rank. He just left the lobby, but check it in a second.
Okay.
This is pretty cool, actually. I thought we were actually pretty accurate with our analysis on the situation
We
here.
were
Nathanias
amazing.
should be first. He's expecting to lose. He's the motivational speaker for the team. It was all coming together. But I thought he did a great job in that little interview there.
Nah, it was great. Just, rocking the sunglasses instantly, mentioning the freedom and the best country on earth.
Liberation.
Yeah,
Or
and
annihilation.
he wants to liberate quite a lot of people tonight. Will he be able to?
He's got a good chance. He actually does have a good chance to win this. I mean, he is always, or has been, top 150 to 100 in Grandmaster, sometimes spiking a little bit higher on the North American server. So, by no means is he a bad player.
Oh, no.
Can he? The
That's for sure.
biggest question, though, and I think he'll suffer from the most, is nerves. He'll make mistakes.
You see him as a guy that will actually get his nerve getting through him. Like,
Yes, because he knows that everyone's watching him, and he doesn't have a lot of experience playing in tournaments at all.
That's right.
So, even actually, here's a truthful story. When I played in the first couple of tournaments just on Legacy of the Void, it's been a long time since I played in anything remotely competitive compared to ladder. I was nervous. I was nervous. I got over it after
of
playing
course.
a couple of the tournaments, but I think Nate might feel the same.
Yeah, no. I guess that makes a lot of sense. I mean, it's still a pretty big tournament, and there's a lot on the line.
Yeah.
As you said, a lot of people are going to be watching him because everybody wants to see Nate crash and burn, right? Like everybody wants to see
him win.
Well, I would argue it's like a close 50-50. People actually would like to see him just getting rolled over, or
That might
actually
happen.
like crush the entire.
I guess it's like a
Venezuela
win-win
team.
situation for Nate. I mean, a win-win situation for the viewers. They either see him crash and burn, or they see him carry the American flag through to another opponent.
That would be so
But
sick.
did you check his the ranks?
Okay, so
Nate's 60.
Nate is 60, 45-19.
Okay,
so
that's okay.
I would argue he's been playing quite a lot of games against pretty poor opponents before he got to Grandmasters League, so maybe the stats doesn't matter that much, but still 45-19 is pretty good.
Moss's opponent,
I
Demonizer.
think he's not in the game yet. We'll try.
I put for one because I think USA will win, but Nathanias will lose.
I love the zoom in on me just losing it because of what you said. I don't really know why I love that much. You're not that funny. Demonizer is loading into the game, so we'll see it in a couple of moments. We'll look at the stats. But
check him out.
It's a pretty hype match. I'm really happy about that because when we thought about the format of the tournament, we were wondering about what amount of hype we will get from the qualifiers because of those nations that we don't know that much. But in the end, we get quality games and also hype situations. Like we're gonna see Nate playing.
Look at that
Borsty,
face.
of course, is here.
Look
with
at that face.
The clutch, the clutch screenshot. Look at that guy. You want him to win, right?
Yeah, I don't know about.
Did he get
sunglasses,
third to
but
fourth in Oli League?
that one time?
Yeah, 2 years ago, right?
A long time ago. A long time ago.
Oh, Demonizer is here.
What's wrong with our Demonizer friend? He's not here. He taught the talk, but he's not walking the walk. He's actually walked away from the game.
Yeah. Oh, the thing is, he's got
check the other players.
a
though. Check
tiny
Thunder.
issue with
Internet,
joining the
apparently.
game. Yeah, 2 megabytes.
Check Thunder's account. So Thunder's one of the other players. Okay,
Thunder is
Diamonds.
Diamond right now.
He was the weakest player when it came to stats, but
He used to be Grandmaster 4 times.
2012.
In 2012.
In 2012, that's a long time
Right
ago.
now, it is Diamond with 52 something, 40, I would say.
Okay.
But what kind of player is he playing?
Okay, so
match
he's
history.
like Diamond League Thunder.
Where is the match
The
history?
other player, where's my little sheet gone?
I want to see the match history. I want to see what kind of player he's playing.
Rider, that's the guy I'm interested in.
Okay. So he's been winning it 3 last matches, and he's playing against
Diamond League.
Diamond players.
He's a Diamond League
And
player.
he's losing.
That's okay, though. He can still cheese and surprise people. Check out the other guy. Barada. He's in the. I saw him in the lobby. I want to know what he's about. I guess he's under.
Oh,
Vicious.
Demonizer here.
Oh, okay, Demonizer. Then.
Okay, let's
so
see,
He's
let's see.
Grandmaster.
Demonizer is Grandmaster,
How high?
playing for Ordo Equitum. Equitum.
He's got good stats.
Yeah, really good stats.
Uh-oh.
Nate.
He's above Nate.
Nate.
This guy's 39th in GM.
48-11 in Grandmasters League.
It's going to be a Terran versus Terran. He plays Terran, so that's the first match confirmed.
And yeah, and we did see that the winning ratio for Nate is actually pretty high in TVT. I think it's
yeah,
around
he's the
like
weakest against
72
Protoss.
something.
Yeah. Yeah, Nate's is...
70.
all right.
That's pretty good.
I've seen Nate play quite a few Terran versus Terrans, and I think he was the least comfortable with it, if I remember. His
Oh, really?
stream, if I remember correctly.
Because his TVP ratio doesn't look really good. Like 23% for Nate. That is not really good, right?
No, it's really bad.
But yeah, TVT game between 2 Grandmasters player on the North American ladder with like pretty good stats. It might, might get hyped, might get hot. What is Nathanias doing in TVT? Mech? Cyclones?
No, he does like the drops. He's always been that type of dropper. But
And Vicious is also like, I don't know, Diamond something.
he's also Diamond. So we've got 2 Diamond
23,
players.
26.
So let's just look on the other side of things. We have 3 Grandmaster players for the US. State lives in Korea, plays on the Korean server, plays very high up on the Korean server. Puck has always been pretty much one of the best US Starcraft players, especially when it comes to Protoss and pretty much overall. For a long time, he was considered the number 1. And then you've got Nate as well, as we talked about. It's like top 70 GM. Against the other side, which is 2 Diamond players, so it seems.
So it seems. It used to be Grandmasters. Okay, 2012.
It could be fake, not fake accounts, but alternative accounts that they haven't played that much on.
Okay, well,
So we
leaving the lobby.
can't quite judge that. And then, of course, the leader for this apparently is Demonizer, who has the highest rank. But he talked about how Birada was a regular of Copa America. Even says here that he's played and taken maps away from Major, which is a massive feat.
He did mention Major, and that's a really, really good performance.
Yeah, absolutely. Major's one of the best, if not the best. Or he is the best in South America, so it's going to be cool to see.
I hope it's going to be a great series.
Seen a lot of upsets happen in my career, Funker.
What happened to you?
Seen a lot.
You've seen a lot of
I've
upsets.
seen a lot of upsets
happening. Sorry,
Seen a lot of upsets in my career. We almost saw one today.
it was really close.
It was close.
It was living on the edge almost.
We
It
were
was-
living on the edge. I was on the edge of my seat, actually.
I've seen
on
you.
the couch in the other room.
Yeah,
I watched the
playing
last
Football
couple matches.
Manager.
No, that was on the train.
Oh, in the train. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
on
okay.
the train, on the way.
Okay.
Because I didn't have internet and I got nothing else to do. Todd was watching. What was Todd watching on the train to Paris?
What's
I
his
think he
name?
watched Fantastic Four.
Oh, okay. I thought you were about to say like that English chef.
No.
You do surprise me though.
And he watched some TV series that had Korean subtitles. I have no idea.
What the hell?
Well, he's clearly listening in English or French, but there's Korean subtitles, which made no sense to me. But that's what Todd did.
It's gotta be Nathanias against Demonizer. Yes, it's here. I shouldn't have said anything.
Coming in a few
I
minutes.
never
yeah.
learned.
I think it was Demonizer had a couple of mistakes.
But he's in the
over
game
this
now.
game, but he's here now.
Is in the game right
Quite
now.
excited, quite excited. It's
Okay.
second game of
Okay.
the second match of the day.
Nathanias.
I've got my
Can he do it?
Voiles here.
Voilà les boutons.
Wale bouton.
Le bouton
Le
Wale.
bouton, le Wale.
Le Wale button. You press it. And you know who recorded that, actually? Can you tell?
Wasn't you.
No.
It was Anus.
No.
It was Moman.
Yes! You got it, baby! Bravo! Everybody's clapping right here.
Moman. Took me 3 tries.
Le Moment.
Le Moment.
Le
I hope
Moment.
I get to see Le Moment somewhere. I hear
Yeah,
he's coming eventually.
he'll be there. Don't worry.
All right,
Don't worry,
game
buddy.
is loading for the first
Yes.
match of Venezuela versus the United States of America. But I think it's going to be United States of America that's going to win this series overall because he's my favorite player in this team.
He's a really cool player. He's a really cool player. I really like States. We actually got to meet him in WCS last time. And he was
awesome
actually
guy.
a really good guy to hang out with.
All right,
I really loved it.
Funkadelic. It's time to intro the players as epically as a Frenchman speaking English can.
All right, in the top left of arena, get hyped for the Venezuelan player, Demonizer. Puni.
I thought I'd add some sound effects. And do it again.
In the bottom left, for the US of A, it is none other than Nathanias.
Kappa, 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 kappa.
Kappa, kappa, kappa.
If Nathanias was Pac-Man, that would be the noise he makes. Kappa, 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 kappa. I tell the story here, but it's a little bit too long. The story how Nathanias
At
was
some
born.
point, you will have to tell it. With some parts, just take, you know.
The in control story of how Nathanias was
God.
born into this world is one of the greatest stories I've ever
Kappa,
ever
kappa,
known.
kappa.
All right, Nathanias has opened up double gas here.
Yep. Really quick double gas out of our American
Have you
hero.
played much Terran versus Terran
Yes.
in Legacy?
Yes, I did play quite a lot.
Okay.
I played some custom games too.
I have not played a single Terran versus Terran yet.
Really?
No,
You did
no.
not?
I've only played Zerg in Legacy. I haven't had enough time to play all 3 races yet.
So there's a lot of cute things happening. Nathanias, yes,
Nathanias!
the first blood!
The USA! USA! They get an SCV kill. Oh my god.
That was really close.
That was-
Imagine
that was
if he got
clutch.
first blooded by
Clutch.
a SCV.
But he didn't. But he didn't.
No, he did not.
Nathanias.
Okay,
On fire.
So we've got a command center build out of a Reaper expand, like really quickly out of Demonizer, who's gonna take a second gas. At the same time, Nathanias, with his double gas build, is gonna play some kind of a...
It's like a super fast factory, right? It looks like probably... apart from... Is it fast? No, not gas. I guess
I
gas
don't think
first
it
is
was a
faster,
gas
but
first.
It's still pretty fast.
It's still a really high amount of gas that's coming through Nathanias' way. So he's gonna make double Reaper, which is not available to Demonizer. He's going into a reactor then and a factory. So you got the same kind of poke that you used to be able to do in HOTS, which is Reaper, Hellion. And then you can keep on putting pressure on afterwards. Oh, Reaper fights, that could go really dicey because of the new mine.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've seen some. I think it was Bomber versus Beyond. I think it was. Maybe I got that wrong. Reaper versus Reaper craziness the other day in the Total Biscuit game. Uh-oh.
That Reaper is fully trapped!
It is 2-0 for Nathanias. SCV and Reaper.
Actually, it's a rather bad situation for Demonizer.
No,
As you can see, he's
trouble,
building
man.
Marines right now. He doesn't have a Hellion. He doesn't have Reapers on. He doesn't have a bunker. He has to forfeit his second base for the time being.
And Nate pops up here. He's going to get a third kill in a second. He gets the SCV. So 3-0 Nathanias. This is... imagine if he had a
Nathanias is
flawless
wrecking.
victory.
What's going on? He's actually transitioning into
Imagine if Nathanias all killed. Oh my god.
the hype level. A Reaper.
Oh,
That micro. Oh, second Reaper dies.
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Never mind.
Okay, Nathanias is actually a scrub.
We hyped him a bit too much. He's getting a bit of damage done here for sure. I mean, he's killed quite a few units. He's losing a little bit now. But what was his follow-up? He had that double gas, didn't he? And his factory's down. His starport was done.
Ooh, tank drop. Oh no, I was about to say tank drop, but he's actually playing Liberator. He said he wanted to liberate people.
Well, he's going to liberate now, and he kind of has to because he's 1 command center versus 2, remember?
Yep. He has to do damage. He has to do damage, and he has to do it fast. But what's interesting to me is actually he felt pressured into building an engineering bay and turrets, when it's actually kind of obvious that his opponent is not there yet.
He's got no idea, has he? He hasn't been able to see inside the main base.
Yeah, but
what's going
considering
on.
the timing on the command center is he should know that
That's true.
benches are not coming. So that's kind of the kind of investment that you're not supposed to do when you're the player that is actually getting aggressive. Like, get that. If he doesn't do the eBay and the turret, he's actually able to produce a command center right now.
How do
and
you
he's not.
Oh, okay, so he's got a Viking now. I was going to say, how do you stop the Liberator? But we're about to see a Viking come out from Demonizer.
Yep.
He's going to need that, because this Liberator is going to do a lot. It will one-shot absolutely everything here.
Oh, second base is getting sieged. The tank is doing so many damage in the bottom, and the turret is getting cancelled on the second base.
Yeah.
That's really good for Nathanias.
He's got to get rid of that Liberator here, Demonizer. Otherwise, he just can't mine from his second base. He's going to move down here with 2 Widow Mines.
Oh, the Liberator is not being used because actually the Marines get into it. The mine gets the shot that he needs.
But look how much damage he's doing. He's 20 supply ahead almost.
That's
And
looking
he's got a
good for
second. He's
Nathanias.
looking great. Nate is looking great.
Nate.
8 out of 8 for this Nate.
Oh, actually, the command center is burning.
No.
Can he get
No.
it? Can he get
No.
it? 200 HP.
No.
You need to kite this, Nate. No vision on the top of the ramp. So now he needs another Liberator. Oh, that's good micro out of Nate. Two tanks
2 tanks.
against the bunker. The SCVs are not here.
Demonizer's crumbling under the pressure from the United States.
Oh my God, double
Nate.
Viking here. He will be able to take out the Liberator. He's going to take some shots on the Viking. They're just really close. Good micro from Demonizer.
No,
He's not losing it. He needs to repair.
Repair.
Can he get it? Yes, an
There's a
SCV,
tank,
but he's
though.
going to get blown up.
Uh-oh.
42 HP, 37. He's not repairing it. No. Not like this. Not like this, Demonizer.
Demonizer.
The command center is going to fall. Oh my God. Oh my God. Not like this.
Demonizer.
Not like this.
No.
Nathanias is flying with the game in his hand.
Kappa.
Kappa Reno.
Kappa.
Oh, the tank's getting taken out. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good for Demonizer. Can he stabilize? Going into double command center production.
Yeah, that's the way back in.
And Nathanias actually was kind of AFK with his
Look at
second
Nate,
command
he's
center.
got so many SCVs here.
32 SCVs on one
Must
base.
build SCVs, must build SCVs, must build SCVs. This is what D9 taught me when I was growing up, must build SCVs. Got too many, Nate.
Okay, he's going to long distance mining. That's actually a pretty good call in my opinion. The command center is going to finish up and we see double additional barracks. So what that means is that both players are actually going to be playing bio.
Yeah.
Cool. We're going to see some tanky vacs,
I
as I
hope
like to
so.
call them.
Tanky Vax.
Tanky
I like
Vax.
that name.
I think it has a pretty nice ring to it.
After killing a command center, Demonizer still, no, it's very close, almost going to have the command center done at the same time as Nate on this position.
Yeah.
But the game settled down a little bit. That was a bit of a crazy start to this one, but it has slowed down. Nate does move into the next part of this game, coming up to the 8 minutes, with a 20 supply lead. 10 of that in workers and the rest in army supply. But this triple command center is very nice for Demonizer.
It is.
The longer the game goes, the obviously more money he has and the better stuff he can buy and so on, which is good. But what happens next? Are we going to see a fight soon when Stim's done?
Well, the thing is, I would actually like from Nathanias to drop a third command center. He's playing rather defensive right now. Like, he doesn't have anything to worry about. Like,
I would imagine that Nate thinks
sensor
he's
tower.
further ahead than he actually is, though, right? Because he's killed a command center. You think so, that you'd be in a brilliant position. And he hasn't really followed up scouted at all. And he's not as in a good a position as he might think he is.
Yes, the reason behind that, in my opinion, is that he just forgot about his second command center. If, as you said, if the command center was done earlier, he would be in a tremendous position. But if you look at the supply, Demonizer is actually slowly climbing back into that game. He is, and he's going to have the first medivacs on. And the third command center is actually going down on the third base right now. It's really good for Demonizer. He needs to hold on, though, because he still has less army supply than his opponents. And as far as production capacities goes, I think it's rather equal. I think 3 racks against 3 racks. So we'll see. We'll see how it's going to develop. But right now, the game is not looking like it's going to end in a few seconds. and Demonizer as the third command center. That's really good for him.
Did Nathanias just scan?
Oh.
I don't know. I heard a scan go off. But anyway, he's moving forward here, Nate is.
That's a good position. He has a stim. He sees that there is nothing on top of the ramp. Will he steam his Marines?
Is it a...
He's going for it!
Base trade?
Base trade! Purple army is going down, and there's our Liberator in defense. That's a really good move. He needs to take it out really fast. Demonizer, did he get it? Did he get the... Oh!
Nate.
All the SCV is getting pulled!
He's pulling all his SCVs. He's still a lot of damage on the other side. Nate continues his assault. All these units so incredible. He's got no medivacs with this whatsoever.
No! Not again!
Not again!
Not again!
No!
Demonizer!
No!
No!
The
The
second
command center
command
falls.
center.
Oh my god, and the third base is gonna get taken out, and
The third command
Nathanias!
center.
Nathanias!
In 10 minutes, he's killing 3 command centers.
He holds back at home. He holds it. He's in a tremendous position. Third command center falls.
Demonizer, no, 3 command centers down. Nate's cleared up on the other side of the map. He's going to get cleared up himself in a second, but...
12 Marines getting killed by 4 Marines. Nathanias steams into his death. Can he make it? Demonizer with 17 army supply against 33. He needs to climb.
That was funny that the command center's going down.
That game.
That
That game is
brilliant.
sick. That is brilliant.
That got a tear to my eye.
No, another command center.
Oh god, sorry.
Going to the
he's
natural.
not mining, he's only just moved over to the second base.
Yep. And it's still 39 supply against 93. He's gonna try for a kind of doom drop. And actually, Nathanias is out of position. He has a Senso Tower. But keep in mind, a Senso Tower doesn't hit, actually. What?
No.
No? That is really fucked up. Doom drop. See, Senso Tower doesn't defend. Nathanias steams in. Can he do it? The
This might
siege
be
tank
it.
is here.
If Nate defends this, there's combat shields, which is great, which Nate has not got yet.
Oh my god, Nathanias is gonna make it.
The medivac,
He's gonna
the
take the
medivac.
first game. The medivac with the tank.
Oh, the clutch maneuver out there. Oh, and Nathanias.
Oh, the micro! Nathanias!
Play of the day!
USA!
Play of the day! USA! USA! Play of the day! USA! What a move!
What a move by Nathanias. Nathanias is just a
Nathanias.
living god.
What a god!
A living god, tasteless.
The living god, get rid of Flash. Who the hell is Flash? You are the real god, Nate.
Oh my god. Nobody used the tank evacs since the beginning of that game. I'm really sad about that. Nate! Yes! Nate providing right there. 3 tanks into the medivacs.
Do it,
yes! Do it!
Do it for your country.
Cross the map
Pride.
and kill that
Patriotism.
guy.
I've been to
Demonizer.
America. There are flags absolutely everywhere. You are all about your patriotism, and right now Nate is showing it.
Oh
and
my
here we
God.
go.
Nate scans. And he
Da,
steams
da,
into
da,
victory.
da, da.
Boost the medivacs and get the shot that you need. He's doing it. He's doing it, Sean.
He's gonna do it, Funker. Nate's gonna win game 1 of the day.
GG! And everybody's losing his voice. First day of the tournament, boys, and
Too many-
everybody's
too
dead
many-
already.
I'm not tasteless. I can't do that to my throat over and over and over.
GG!
What a game. Oh,
What
wait,
a game.
Wait.
What a boss.
Hey!
What a... Nathanias, GLHF for America, says Albatos.
Albatross X3. Good luck, have fun for America.
GG. Hashtag Ruddy in
Eat
the club.
freedom. Oh my god, I actually hurt myself. Then.
It's
I would've-
okay, man.
I
That's
don't
the
know how-
French
I don't
way
know.
of casting.
You
We do that
have
all
to
night.
respect Tasteless. I don't know how he
Yes.
does that GG every time.
I don't know. Maybe
No
a lot
wonder.
of whiskey.
It sounds like
involved.
it's because he's destroyed his throat too many times. But Nate opens up a win, which means he plays at least twice
Oh
now.
my god.
Imagine
It's
an all-kill for Nate, who now goes up against Diamond
Diamond
League
players.
players. Are we gonna see an all-kill
All-kill?
from Nate? I don't know.
It was amazing seeing in your eyes, actually, right now.
Belief.
That you actually believe.
It's like, wait a minute.
Can he do it?
I
Can
don't
Nathanias do it? Actually, take that time, take that moment where it's not as hype anymore to actually tell us if you think Nathanias can do it. Hashtag NW3. Can
That's right.
USA, can Nathanias do it? Or if you are from Venezuela or a fan of the team Venezuela, just tell us. Tell us on Twitter what you feel.
Yeah, that's right. And also
We wanna
send in
see
your
that.
pictures of how you're watching.
Yeah, what's
We
your
like
setup?
those pictures. What's your setup? How are you watching? Do you have one monitor? Are you a little bit old school? Maybe very concentrated, more so than old school. 2 monitors, 3 monitors, 6 monitors, or just on your TV.
Yeah.
Or your phone.
Oh, your phone.
You'd have to find another phone to take a picture of it. or
Yeah, take a
camera.
selfie of you watching your. No,
It
doesn't
won't
make any
work, you know,
sense.
That's kind of hard.
You need
a
to ask
second
your
phone.
mother to take a picture, maybe.
Ask someone else to take a picture of you.
Or your
watching on
friend,
your
I don't
phone.
know. Are you watching with friends? Just tell us. Tell us. We want to know everything. 10 seconds until the next player.
8,
my friend.
7.
Who's it gonna
6,
be? Zerg player or
5,
Protoss player?
4. I have no idea. I'm gonna go with not Thunder. The other guy, Birada.
Oh, what a
The
boss.
big guns are out to
What
take
a
Nate on.
boss.
The big guns are here.
Birada is gonna be our next player for USA versus Venezuela. The freedom rises high right now as Nathanias took the first game out of Venezuela.
Yeah.
I'm hyped. I'm hyped, man. I'm not even joking.
You know, NationWars just brings this hype to
That's what it
another
does.
level. I feel like there's
what it does.
hundreds of thousands of United players with their hands on their hearts.
Yeah.
As the USA right now, Nate, State, and Puck. Team Great taking on
Team Great.
Venezuela,
Team
which
Great,
is
mate.
Birada, Demonizer, should I say,
And Thunder.
Thunder.
Thunder. All right.
Birada
So-
is the player that plays in Copa America and has taken maps off Major, which means he's a threat. But he plays Zerg, and if I remember, No Nate is weak against Protoss, apparently. His
Yeah,
stats.
he's really weak against Protoss. I would have sent Protoss player. And I think, is Birada Protoss player, actually?
No, he's Zerg. It says right
Oh,
there.
oh yeah, sorry. Oh yeah, sorry. So yeah, so sending in the Zerg player against a guy that showed in the past that he was decent at TVZ.
Nate likes TVZ. I mean, he's always had it. Okay, so Nate gets angry a lot, but deep down, he
right?
does enjoy this matchup, especially when he's playing well. He's good with his old Reaper Hellion control. He's pretty good with his follow-ups when he's playing well. So this could be interesting, but you know, there's no secrets here. This guy that he's going up against is meant to be of a higher standard. This guy's played in Copa America. He's a regular, taking maps off Major. That's obviously better than what Nate's achieved. But Nate's on fire.
Nate's on fire tonight.
Nate's got the power of apparently the #1 country in the world behind him.
Yeah, that's sick. That is just
Obama's
sick.
probably watching this.
Of course he
cheering
is.
for Nate.
Cheer to Obama, actually. Cheers,
Yeah, you know,
cheers
thank
to
you for
Barack.
tuning in, buddy.
That's really nice of you.
It would be nice if you tweeted about it, but you know,
Yeah.
you don't have to, so don't feel pressured to do it. But thanks for watching.
No, yeah.
Um,
I understand if he wants to keep it on the down low, you know, not telling everybody that he's watching NationWars.
oh, he watches Nate stream all the time.
Oh, he does?
Oh, he does.
He does?
I heard it.
He sends donation from the White House.
That's where Nate's notions that come from the White House.
Actually, speaking of donations, if you feel like being a part of the prize pool, the initial prize pool was $15,000.
Or was. It was, because it changed already,
It's
right?
already changed.
Okay.
$15,000. And the way for you to interact with this is that every time you make a donation, whether it's on the French or English stream, 40% of all donations are going to
donation
go through
the players.
The players.
The prize pool.
Exactly.
40%.
And it's already around $15,800. So you guys have already been really active on that
guys!
side. Please keep it coming, and thanks a lot for everybody that donated. Guys, we've got a second game, and it's on. It's now.
All right.
You gotta introduce.
You're out of time.
You
All
gotta
right, I'll
introduce
do
it.
it. Up here, to the top right-hand side, spawning in as the Red Zerg player, playing for Venezuela, and it's Birada. Doing my best Red Eye impression ever. As he's literally at the north side of Chantier Naval Orbital.
Exactly.
All right, your turn.
You don't want to introduce Nathanias?
No, you get.
That was
you
one
have
of the
honors.
greatest
You
things
have
that I've
the
ever
honors,
done in
man.
my life.
You have
Can
the
I do
honors.
it better?
Do it.
I don't know. In the bottom left, in blue, for the US of A, full of freedom, but also full of a Kappa face for some reason. It is Nathanias.
Hype. Kappa, 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 kappa,
Kappa, kappa. Kappa, kappa, kappa. Double Rax build. Double Rax build. We're gonna see some Reaper action.
Reapers going to wreck Birada.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Birada went for a Ashpool gas build and the thing is, that build is really strong. That double Rax play, it has to be a third Rax. Yes, he builds a third Rax. Does he? Did I get ahead of myself?
No,
Yes,
you're
third
right.
Rex.
It
Third
is
Rex.
3. It
So
is
that's
3.
the beyond play. That's the beyond build. And so the
lot of
reasoning
Reapers.
behind it is that Reapers are way better than in Heart of the Swarm, obviously because of the KD8 mine, KD8 bomb. And
It's without the bomb on the end. Just a lot of French people do that.
Bomb?
And Germans too.
bomb.
Yeah, it's just bomb.
Okay. So the thing is,
Sorry.
Reapers, they scale really, really well. If you get into, is it a 4X build? That doesn't make any sense.
Nate. He's
4X?
He's bringing the cheese.
Oh my
Ladies
God.
and
Oh,
gentlemen.
oh. He was about to lose the first Reaper. That would have been
But
bad.
don't worry. He didn't.
He did not.
All right, Nate. Reapers, 4 barracks. He's going for a 2-0. Nate representing a nation. Pokes up. Where's the mines, mate? The bombs.
Good micro out of Birada. But keep in mind, if he gets to that critical amount of Reapers, they trade well against everything.
Oh, he got the queen. He made a hop.
They even trade well against roaches, and Zerglings are worthless against that. When he gets to that, critical
Why
amount.
is he still droning?
I don't know. He doesn't know. That map is so huge. He doesn't even know if there's a command
His
center.
first overlord isn't
Yes.
even at the back. He hasn't even seen that there's a second or not second command center.
Yeah.
And now the threat is real.
Oh. Quadruple
Okay, here
nines
come the
on this
Lings.
one.
8 of them are on the way, but 5 Reapers on the way.
Oh my God, 5Rex Reaper. What year is
8.
it? Is it 2010?
No, it's 2015.
What's going on?
All right, he hasn't lost the Reaper yet. Nate.
Oh my God, can he get that queen?
No.
Can he get that queen? She's off creep. She's gonna be so hard to micro.
This
Okay.
control is unbelievable.
Top 3 control. Nice transfuse. That queen full HP again. Can he make it happen?
He's going to make it happen. I believe in the Nate.
You believe in the Netarino?
I believe in the Naterinos.
Okay. He's
Oh
hitting
my God,
himself
Zerglings
with
speed's done, but there's not enough here. Oh, he gets a good hit on the Zerglings.
amazing. Still no queens are fallen. He needs to take one out. He doesn't have the cooldown.
Uh-oh.
Does he
Lot of
when he
Lings about
want
to pop. He's got to be careful. A lot of Lings
Oh my
about
God,
to
he's gonna
pop.
get surrounded.
One goes down.
Oh, what is he doing?
Himself up.
Nate!
Oh, he survived with that Reaper.
Well, he did lose. Can we take a look at the units lost tab? Really quick.
No.
Okay, double queen might fall. Okay, 2 queens fall. 3 queens fall. Nate! Birada has 1,000 minerals. He can't spend his money. He only has 2 hatcheries and he can't inject.
4 roaches. Maybe they'll help in this. But Nate's got double, overall triple command center on the way.
Oh my
Another
God,
good
Nate is
Detto.
gonna do it.
Is he?
Nate is gonna do it with a
Is
5
he?
Reaper. He's getting so close to the amount of Reaper that cannot be held with just that amount of Lings. Look at this.
Roach does nothing.
He can 3 hits that Roach. It's dead.
No. 6 more roaches on the way though. 4 out now.
Okay. Look at this. Look at how pathetic Roaches are against that amount of
Yeah,
Reaper.
Yeah. I see. Nate. 3 Ravages.
I don't know if that's a good call on that.
Well, we'll find out in a
I've never
minute.
seen that before. Oh my God.
Oh, big hits.
Okay.
He's got to careful.
He might be surrounded. He's gonna get surrounded. The drones are here.
Pirada.
Birada holds.
He holds. Nate's in trouble.
Nate's in trouble. 61 supply against 37, and he doesn't have anything.
He shouldn't have gone around the back there.
Yes, that was a really bad move because now no presence on the map. And remember, he's not going to be able to defend that with just 2 supply and a bunker.
No.
The Ravagers are going to Shrek everything.
Yeah, they've got the corrosive bile, can just bring down these supply depots. Doesn't matter if they're being repaired or not. Oh man, Nate's in a lot of trouble now,
Yes.
unfortunately.
Can he make it? 2 Reapers getting through the map. He's gonna try to harass the mineral line. Can he do enough damage to actually make it work? He's not even killing drones right now.
He
2
got
drones
1,
fall.
2, maybe a 3rd here.
Yeah, can he get the 3rd? The micro is here. The micro is real out of Natinius.
Oh,
okay,
he does get
4
a 4, but
Okay.
now he's got to hold on against the Ravagers on the other side.
Okay. It's a
Oh,
triple
man.
Rax, a triple CC build.
There are a couple of marauders out though, dealing a lot of damage.
Hey, can he hold? He needs to destroy the wall. Good overload placement though.
Yeah,
Really
very
good overload placement
Very
that gives
good.
him the vision on top of the ramp. He can harass
Yeah.
a lot.
Nate needs to get his upgrades going. Stim, combat shields. He's got tech labs, obviously, because he's built Marauders. He doesn't have the money, though. He's got no gas.
He's got 7 racks, but no gas and no production right now. He's about to get supply block. 54 out of 61. He cannot build that many units.
Getting nervous, perhaps.
Oh, the concussive shell actually finished, so that roach just got demolished. But
Nate, get Stim.
yes,
You want to get Stim?
it's still a 3-base Zerg with Spire on the way, Baneling Nest, more drones. Is in a terrific position.
How much gas does the Zerg have? 200 gas. Let's say Spire. He could have, 8 Mutalisks or so, more, by the time the Spire's done. Depending on how he allocates his gas now.
Actually, Nathanias was so worried about the units on at the bottom of his ramp
Yeah.
that he actually scanned
Yeah.
to see nothing.
Nothing.
That's nothing.
That's nothing.
Ravager is going back home. The roaches are gonna gather with them, and that's actually a pretty smart call because you would argue that logically Nate has to drop. He has to do something. He has
Yeah.
to do some damage, but he still didn't get Stim, right?
I can't believe he hasn't got Stim.
Can we take a look at upgrades?
No.
Yeah, he doesn't have Stim.
He
What
doesn't
the?
have Stim. He's got an
fuck?
Adept, though, and a Colossus.
Because he's got the collector's edition. It's the skins are considered as upgrades. That's why.
Really?
Yeah,
Is
that's
that what
why.
it is?
Yes.
That's funny. No, he doesn't have Stim, very surprisingly. Does he think he has it, perhaps? Big
Nope.
mistake.
And that's gonna sting, man.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna drop. It's like Stim, and nothing happens, and his Marines and Marauders just shoot so slowly,
Yeah.
ever so slowly.
Well, this
as you would
drop's been
say.
spotted, and the Mulists are about to pop as well. So there's no Stim. So he's just now researched it.
And there's
so
only
this won't
36
do
SCVs.
anything.
38.
Yeah. He's like, Stim. Oh, no.
Okay, Nate. What can you do? Show us your multitask. I don't see any drops coming in. The Steam has finally been researched.
Use these Mutalisks. Yeah.
Yes.
This is done with.
This is not looking good. This is not looking good for our American hero. He's not even dropping his units. He's gonna lose the medevac. He's
Boom.
gonna fall into that city in the bottom.
Kappa.
Kappa.
Kappa, 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 Kappa.
5 turrets.
All
5
right.
turrets from Nathanias.
So he's got to slow this game down. He needs to get Nate does, the double engineering bay, obviously get the upgrades from
Yep.
them. He's got the engineering bays, just not the upgrades. 1-1. But right now, Birada building up a sizable army. He's got decent creep spread and definitely looked a little bit scary for the Zerg a little bit earlier on, but he's in his comfort zone now. It's a good position to be in for any Zerg.
And he found the sweet spot like really fast. Let's see that Muta micro. Don't lose a Muta. Okay, that's really good. He's gonna take out some SCVs and slow down the amount of gas that Nate can gather. That's actually pretty good. No reactor on the starport. That's a major mistake out of Nate. And he's actually not even building medivacs.
He's making a lot of mistakes now. He didn't really make as many in the first game.
No, he
but-
was in control all game.
But this time, as soon as the Reapers fell apart, so did a lot of what he should be doing, let's say.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but that's the pressure when in a competitive environment, which he is in right now. But Birada seems to be excelling in it. He's got a healthy supply, going up to 4 bases. Creep spread's really starting to excel to the middle of the map.
And the Muta's on the 3rd base. Muta's on the 3rd base getting some more SCVs. Take care, Birada. You lost some Mutas there, but still, like 2 Mutas just fell. But in the end, 6 more Mutas. Baning speed just finished. He's ahead on upgrades. Everything is going well for our Venezuelan Zerg. It's actually
Yes.
really hard to say.
Yeah.
4th base, all the creep you want.
He's playing a little bit old school, to be honest, in
Yeah.
terms of his army composition at the moment. Just Zergling, Baneling, Mutalisk.
With some Ravagers in the mix.
Yeah.
It's still pretty cool. They will take care of the tank really
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
We'll see if Nate can actually micro the only medivac that he has.
19 Banelings. I think we're going to have an attack coming out.
Yep.
Looking to tie this series up, forcing the US to bring out a different player in this all-kill format.
Let's see.
He's having a quick poke.
Okay, he's gonna take a look at it. Can he snipe the only tank? Good
Nope.
micro out of Nate. Saving the tank, but still losing
Alright.
the medivac.
This is going to be tough. That's,
Oh my
that's a
God.
lot of Banelings. That's a lot of Banelings. We're
It-
looking at 40, 50 Banelings here,
Oh my
40-ish.
And he's coming out! Nate is coming out! He's gonna get crushed! Can he do it? Let's see some splits! Make me dream, Nate! The Marauders tanking everything, but there's so many Banelings, man!
That's a clear up. That's a clear up. GG! Andrade ties it up, and it is 1-1 between these two nations. Nate started well, but he couldn't continue with a 2-0. But he got a win, and he didn't think he'd get one.
Did he?
Didn't think he'd get one.
I felt like he said, I'm going to lose eventually.
Eventually.
Yes.
Ah.
That's why he called for 4-1. I don't think he said, I'm gonna lose first game. He said, I'm going to lose eventually, and I'm probably going to be the only loss for
That's true.
USA.
Yeah.
I think that's what he
Okay.
said. But once again,
He got a win, though. That's
I'm not
really
an English
impressive.
native speaker. You
No.
know, not such as yourself.
No, you're doing really good considering it's your third language.
Third language?
Well, the second one's bullshit, right?
Oh, all right. 1-1 between Venezuela and USA. The hype is real. The hype is real, but Netanyahu is out. And I think a lot of people are kind of sad to see him go. But he did really well.
Yeah, and that means now that Nate has to choose who he sends out next. It's either State or Puck. Obviously, I don't think there's a big difference here. Maybe whoever feels more comfortable against Zerg at this current point in Legacy of the Void.
Actually, can we take a look at the
You wanna look at
American
stats again?
stats?
I'm going to look at some stats. Okay, let me do it for you.
Mon ami Georges, s'il te plaît.
Georges, s'il vous plaît. There we go.
Merci.
You're welcome.
Puck is 56 in PVZ
Yeah.
and State is 41.
Yeah, but a lot
Not
of
really
these
good.
stats are from overall,
Yeah,
right?
2015
right?
stats.
And so I think it depends on a lot of how they feel in Legacy. Because a lot of Protoss players are having trouble against the Lurker. Or
Le
as you say in
Lurker?
French, le Lurker. Not German now.
Le saccageur, I think. No.
What?
What is saccageur? I think saccageur is ravager.
Well,
It's
what's
called
the lurk?
saccageur. Saccageur. Il fait masse saccageur pour
Yeah,
détruire la
Zerg.
base de son ennemi.
I feel like you put a bit of... Actually, in any European language, you put a bit of...
Saccageur.
You can pretty much pull off any accent. Saccageur.
So
What's a Lurker?
I don't even know.
Le
It used to be called sapeur. In,
Oh, there he is. Told you he was watching.
Live picture from the White House.
Told you he was watching.
Base God Borsty. I love you, dude.
Yeah,
It's really
how
cool.
do you, what's Lurker in French?
It used to be sapeur in Brood War. I don't know on Legacy of the Void in Starcraft 2 because I've got the game in English, so I don't really know. But it used to be called sapeur.
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 So 1-1 as everybody got because we said it like 5 or 6 times already.
Yep.
Nthanius is out.
You need to practice that.
Nthanius.
You need to practice that.
Yeah, I need to practice.
It's like
but actually
his-
my throat
Like his
hurts.
mating call. Whoa, 11 seconds. Nate's chosen.
State or puck?
Wait, let me flip something.
State or puck?
Okay, red is puck. Red.
Okay,
No,
so
wait.
state.
State.
State. I will say puck. Damn!
Never lose.
I just said the opposite.
Hey!
And you did a 50-50 coin flip. That's really
It's
bad.
not quite 50-50.
Yeah,
I think there's a bit of bias in this thing, flipping that thing, to be honest.
Yeah, that's actually...
All right, so...
So we're going to have a PVZ
Yes.
between State.
I'm actually very excited for this one because
Yes.
I know that he's been on the Korean server playing at a high level, and I want to
Yes.
see what the Korean metagame is all about, and he's going to bring it.
Okay.
I'm sure
Fair
he
enough.
is.
Fair
He's
enough.
going to bring some style.
But you know what's going to happen before?
I do.
Tell me.
Le break.
Yes. We're going to have le break, la publicité. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We're coming back with the next game of USA and versus Venezuela. Sorry. Stay tuned.
Hello there, Internet. Welcome back. It's NationWars qualification day number 1.
I'm all the way
of
down.
4. Yeah, I hope so, because my chair's really high up. We're here to bring you action here live from Le Paris in the old gaming studio of the NationWars qualification process. As mentioned, we have 1 day today, 2nd day tomorrow, 3rd day after that, 4th day after that, as we look for 4 teams to qualify into NationWars 3.
Kailaris is watching. Passion
Kailaris is
reignited.
finally back watching Starcraft again. Welcome back, mate. I hope
Taking
you've
a
been
break
enjoying
from
yourself.
Heroes of the Storm.
Got
to
your
watch us.
pile on. And hashtag NW3, or in French, how do you say it?
NW3.
NW3. Send in your tweets and let us know how you are watching. But it looks like we're ready for game number 2 already.
Absolutely. Let's jump
Or
into
game
it.
number 3, sorry.
It's a Protoss. Finally a Protoss.
Yeah,
getting to play.
First Protoss of the day.
I almost felt like the race was out of the game at this point in this tournament. It was all
It's
about
not.
the Zergs and Terrans.
It's back. It's back, Todd. All right, so I'll introduce first. Up here.
louder,
City.
louder, scream, Funka style.
My throat really hurts after that GG.
So what?
Taste is GG.
Find inspiration from
Okay,
Tasteless.
hold on. Let me take a sip of water. Hold on. Okay.
Build yourself. Don't fail now.
Sorry, I'm almost ready. Okay, where were we? Up here to the top left-hand side, representing the United States of America, it's State! Booyaka Jaka!
Hype.
There you
Playing
go.
live from Korea.
Live from Korea. Your turn.
His opponents, starting in the bottom left-hand side here, playing as the Red Zerg. It is Spyrada. Probably butchered that name as well.
I know. I wonder how you do say it. I'm just guessing it's Byrada, or maybe it's Byrada. I don't know. But he's.
You're terrible at languages, but I feel like this might be more accurate than how I said it.
I'm not terrible at languages.
Oh,
I
you
can
are.
speak French, German, English,
Mate,
Welsh.
you live in Germany. Your German is like the worst thing I've ever heard.
I don't think it's that bad. I
After
can
your
speak it
French.
and listen to it. My French is actually pretty impressive. Bonjour. Rendezvous. Hello. Nexus first from State. I've actually heard all the Koreans Nexus first almost in every matchup, man.
Yeah, you can do that a lot just because you start with so many probes and there isn't much threat as to what could hit you early. And also you can go for the Mothership Core pretty early no matter what. And when it comes out, you're already going to have double photon overcharge to work with. So there is really not much threat for you to be worried about anything.
Yeah.
And State opening with a double gateway actually, where the second gateway is going to finish very nicely with around when the core finishes. This might be a huge hint that he might want to go into a lot of adepts here early on to apply some pressure.
Yeah, we'll have to see as the game's now starting to get a little bit serious. Byrada seems to, as we've noticed on paper and in game, to be the strongest player that Venezuela has, and State arguably is the strongest player that the US has. And now they go head-to-head to try to get a lead in this best-of-7. Of course, the winner of this, in terms of nations, goes up against the Ukraine in our final best-of-7 of the night, which we saw Bly do a reverse all-kill in our previous game. But here come the first couple of links from Birada.
Ooh, almost went past those Zerglings here.
He's going to catch them.
Yeah, he's not even going to cancel here. Just going to go straight for those links. If one of those sneak by and sees a Stargate, it'd be a huge info here for Byrada. And it looks like he might be able to get it. Does he see the Stargate? Oh, he turns around just before spotting it, so not going to be able to get a scout here.
additional Zerglings on the way, I guess just to deal with the 2, but yeah, he doesn't get the Stargate scout.
If State really doesn't expect this here, he could be caught off guard and lose a lot, but he's going to have, I think, a sentry and one of those adepts at least back at home ready to defend. And remember, again, even if he doesn't have Mothership Core yet, as soon as he starts it soon and gets it, then you have double photon overcharge that does a lot of damage available. He's already got a wall, and even the Oracle that's on the way could help against those links.
All right, 2 adepts.
Oh, being able to spot this with the probe, this is huge here for State, who now doesn't need to sacrifice his adepts because he knows that there's this many links on the map. So he's just going to walk on home.
And safety, not safety, sorry, oh, they are safety. Safety Spore Crawlers coming in. As an Overlord's gone into the main base to see the Stargate and the Oracle on its way.
Yeah, and behind this we have a Forge and another gateway here on the way for State. Wouldn't be surprised to see him go quickly into a Robo here behind this, unless he wants to play a very heavy Stargate and air style, because if you end up facing a lot of Roaches, Lurkers, or even Ravagers, you're going to need Disruptors to deal with this kind of very strong ground army. The Oracle.
Brilliant scout with the Overlord to get the information on the Oracle to be ready just in time.
Yeah. That was very important, actually. If he hadn't seen that, I think our Zerg player would have been in quite a bit of trouble and lost a bunch of drones. I don't know about those links. Life can make magic happen with some of these links, but I don't think that our Zerg player here is going to be able to.
Not in that scenario, no. Oracle has 2 kills, has taken half health down from itself. I have to go in. But there's the Robo, there's the Twilight coming in. Single Void Ray's been made. Looks like State probably going to move down to take his 3rd very, very shortly.
I think that Void Ray is just to clear out the Overlords around his base and make sure that any kind of ground by themselves won't be able to do much yet to this 3rd base that State should be going for here in a second.
No clear choice yet what we're seeing from Birad. He's just finished up with an Evolution Chamber. You'd be expecting to see the +1 attack. One thing I notice is building a lot of Overlords at this point. The Hydralisk Den comes down. Does he want to stay on Hydralisk here? Is he looking to move straight to Lurkers? Of course, a fantastic option against Protoss.
Yeah, States actually is not quite rushing for Robo Bay just yet to get Disruptor. He's taking his sweet time, getting a scout across the map here, just making sure he knows what he's up against. He saw the Hydra then on time to know that, you know, there can only be Roach, Ravagers, Hydras, and potentially Lurkers. I mean, you expect Lurkers at this point. That's the thing you're scared of the most. Because if it's anything else than Lurker, you're fine, and if it's Lurker, well, you've already considered them, so then you're going to be okay. But I don't think State should be delaying his Robo Bay for much longer if he wants to be getting Disruptor, unless he's planning some kind of attack.
Is he planning an attack? It seems pretty standard, really, from both sides at this moment. There's a couple of Roaches now being added on here from Birada. Not fully sure what his intentions are. He's adding on even more. And at the moment, he's decided to go for the Hydralisk range and speed combined upgrade now in Legacy of the Void. And starting a couple of Hydralisks. Ravagers as well. Oracle has a look inside, and State's just trying to figure out what is this guy doing.
Yeah, he's getting the attack speed upgrade here for the Adepts, so I think it's really looking like State. He's just gonna be going for a massive attack here.
Yeah. 4 extra gateways finishing up.
Yeah, you need a War Prism if you want to do this kind of attack, which right now is missing. Mass Adepts plus Immortals and some Sentries with like some Void Ray in the mix. This is not really a composition that I've seen too much of personally.
Is it an attack? Because I don't think it would work. There's so many Roach, Ravagers, Zerglings, and now Hydralisks out. I mean, you get shut down.
On paper, it doesn't sound great, but States, he's a great player. He's a player that practices on the Korean server. He knows of the latest meta that we mere mortals shouldn't be aware of. So, as much as I'm skeptical, maybe this is going to be great here.
Look at this attack here that Birada's building up. He's got 10 more Hydralisks on the way. He's got so many units
out.
That
probe, by the way, out on the map that's spotting the entire army moving across this. This is ridiculous. This is a better info taker here than any observer that you could have put there.
Oh, and a catch here from State. Grabs a good couple of these units. He's going to take a lot of them down. He's got to be careful not to overextend here. But with slicing these up through force fields and no corrosive barrels to bring them down, he grabs a good chunk.
Hey, Bayrad, I wasn't paying attention here to his army. State starts the 4th base. He's getting a War Prism here behind this. He's on the chase with even adding additional gateways. His production is just massive. Even that probe comes into play as well with the pylon there. Clearly the MVP attack so far.
Yeah, it's a great position here. He can warp down more units. Not too many force fields left over, but a big 3 Immortal Power Punch here. Corrosive Biles could have potentially had a lot of damage dealt, but they do not really hit and connect well.
Still no Robo Bay. +3 and Blink started for State, but he doesn't want to get any AoE here just yet. Even the Mothership Core is there now, so he's actually going to have Recall available here. Warping in Stalkers and Adepts.
I love the new warping animation.
Yeah, well, without a War Prism, I don't love the new War Prism speed.
Here's a fight being taken by State. Pretty decent control avoiding.
Whoa, he's going to get chased down.
Biles, but
and he doesn't have too many force fields to work with. If any, State could be in trouble.
So many Hydras dealing out so much damage, and you almost need to have splash damage at this point, which a lot of Protoss players would fall back on to being the Disruptor.
He's finally going to go into it here. Second Robo, as well as Robo Base started here for State. He wants that double. I think it's going to be double Disruptor production. And with having a 4th base against a 4-base Zerg, he's definitely going to be in a good position. 13 Mutalisks clear start. I was wondering what the Spire was for here. Bayrada, I think he wants to play it, you know, like we've seen in Heart of the Swarm so many times, where as the Zerg, you send the Mutalisk into the main, into the natural, you do a lot of harassment with it, and in the meantime you attack the 3rd base with your ground army. And if he was to get Lurkers as well with this, I think it'd be great for him, and he starts the Lurker then here.
He does. Revelation goes down on this Zerg army from State, who needs to get some splash damage in this game. He warps another round Stalkers, +3 attack not too far away. Likewise, Blink is about to finish. And he's got a fantastic position on this 4th. We saw it abused earlier on in the Terran versus game.
The Mutas, though. The Mutas are not expected. State has no idea.
Yeah.
He never spotted the Spire, which was made around the natural base. And now they're going to be flying into his main in a second. And there was no... where is the Mothership Core? He's flying across the map right now. So he remade it. So he's going to have Recall available, but in a moment here, I think those Mutas, they're going to start dealing damage before that finally happens. And even if he recalls, the Mutas can fly elsewhere. They can start on inflicting damage, and they're going to give absolute map control
nice
here to
move,
our
and now they come in. State says, oh, where do these come from? And the Mutas
might just
start
attack.
their work.
State might just attack across the map to try and end it. There is no lurkers just yet. The lurker then is not done.
A big warp in of Stalkers, +3 attack Stalkers with Blink as well to be able to jump around and hopefully take these down eventually. When at the same time, State on the other side of the map. He grabs a lot of these units, and about 8 or so Hydras get caught. Corrosive bars do some damage, taking shields off a couple of those units, but quite a lot of Protoss here. The Lurker Den is not ready. It takes such a long time to upgrade.
Yeah, the Mutas were not microed here in the meantime. State chasing them down with the Stalkers, equalizing the supply here, but he's got way more army.
Yeah.
With 110 against 86 right now. He's getting chased down a little bit, but his army of Protoss seems more durable, and he's warping it across the map.
Is he going to be able to get some time to get Lurkers? 7 of them get warped in. There's no observer. They'd be the perfect unit, but it's just a little bit too late here. State blinks forward. He's going to pick up the majority of this army, the leftover amounts of it.
I don't think there is time to get Lurkers here. I think State's he's made the difference here, already doubling the army supply of his opponents.
And he hits at the perfect time here. And now the Lurkers are in play. Can they clear up this army? State's going to enter the main base. They do borrow rounds. And they do start to deal damage. But as you say, USA looking to go back into the lead. Nathaniel's put them in the lead to start this series up. Now State looking to put it to 2-1. And we're killing off the Lurker Den and the infrastructure inside, locking himself.
Yeah, the Mutas were
inside.
defended, actually.
And there's just nothing left. It looks like we are going to go 2-1 in favor of the USA, which needs to be bringing out our third player.
Apollo, there's this guy out there right now who's like, they're calling the games too early.
Well,
guess
I don't
what?
know about that big guy.
It's 45 army supply to 115.
Yeah. This looks really bad here. He just needs to get a couple of observers over the other side of the map so he can deal with these Lurkers. But as you can see, State are ravaging what's left off.
No pun intended.
Not at all. Whoa, look how much damage these Lurkers do. He goes down and loses half of these Stalkers, if not more. Almost
I'm confident that if the Zerg player here had reached Lurkers before the big attack happened, I think he would have won. Because there was no way to deal with it. State only relied on like sheer power of his massive army to try and end it.
There's just no income left here for Byrada. There's just these Lurkers. The observers have finally arrived, so the Stalkers and Disruptor can finally get on top of them.
The Muta commitment was too big, didn't do enough.
Yeah.
And State is now in a fantastic position here to put the Nation of Freedom in the lead.
The Nation of Freedom, the Nation of Burgers. In and out, Five Guys, whatever else. What's the other one? There's a third one, isn't there?
I mean, there's so many ones. Carl's Jr.
Oh, you know, whatever. The
Sonic,
place of
McDonald's,
burgers.
Burger King.
Burger King. McDonald's, woo! All the burgers. All right, State. Jumping forward with the last set of units. And now that these Lurkers are going to be revealed, he can go down, dodge a couple of these spikes, and he's going to take this series in favor of the United States. 2-1.
GG.
And we have a GG tasteless moment. As now, US back in the lead again. And Venezuela have to now bring out their last player, which is going to be Thunder. So there's no really decision making. He has to play now. And then if they lose that, then they get to revive one of the three. Of course, that's the format here that we do have for these guys. But looking good for the US of A.
Yeah. That was a good effort here by the Venezuelan player, but in the end, State just a little bit too solid. Even though that was a pretty close game. You know, you'd expect State to kind of crush through as the player that is. You know, he's been practicing Korea a long time. He's very, very good. His builds, it's weird because, like, I think it achieved some of the stuff that he was supposed to. I mean, he was probably expecting to kill the Zerg with the first, like, move out and attack, but he'd forced the Zerg to stay on low tier units for a very long time and play defensive. And instead of droning up, setting up some defense or taking two Lurkers quickly, it kept the Zerg on lair tech for a very long time. And then he tried to go into Mutas with some spines back at home. But the army of State was just so massive. Like, his macro and mechanics in this game were some of the best, I think, that I've seen out of the Protoss games that I've seen so far in Legacy of the Void. Which, to be honest, is not that many.
That's true. That's true. Well, he did look good. I think this is the perfect time just to remind you guys at home of the prize pool situation for NationWars 3. To start this tournament, there was, say was past tense, $15,000 to be spread between the top players in this tournament. But with the support of the community, which NationWars has been from the very beginning, you can help increase it. So any donation that you make, for as little as 50 cents all the way up for as far as you want to go, 40% of that, which donated to this stream, the English one or the French stream, will be added to the prize pool. And currently, as you can see down here, there, it already has been boosted $628.36 more because of you guys at home. So
I reckon we should use some of that to buy you some new socks, because this is ridiculous.
What's wrong with my socks?
Show them to the stream, and they'll tell you what's wrong.
Show them to the stream?
Yeah. Do it.
Okay, wait, hold on.
You know you want to.
Okay, so we'll start
both of them one by one.
Okay, so left leg first. I've got my French shoes on. Actually, I'll do right foot first. Right foot. So I've got my my Lacoste shoes. Okay, sock number 1.
So that's like black and gray lines, you know, kind of standard, but then
sock number 2. It's my style.
What went wrong?
Okay, let me tell you. You know, I do my own washing, and everything just goes in, and then everything comes out. And I don't, you know, filter through to get the pairs back together again. It's just any 2 old socks, put them together, and I just wear whatever comes out. Socks
But you do realize that when surely you stack them together, like you stash them together, so you can find 2 of the same theme and wear them, or do you just
yeah, but
not
then
care?
it's too much effort to find the right sock, and plus I've lost a few. So they're mismatched anyway. There's nothing I can do about that.
All right. It's time for Venezuela to use their best tricks here if they want to try and come back in this match.
Well, the thing is we were looking at this guy's profile, Thunder, and you can have a look yourself. He's in the lobby. Look up there. He's not the highest of ranked players going up against State, which is a bit of a problem, to be honest. Grandmaster in 2012.
He's Diamond right now.
Diamond right now. This is Thunder we're talking about, the player to the bottom right-hand side with the weaker of stats between the 3 players.
He has a 25%.
Against 21 against Protoss. And you can see, like, he's played 100 games in Legacy, 52 wins, 44 losses in Diamond League at the moment, which, just based off that, could mean...
Well, there you have it. Apollo says Thunder is going to get slaughtered here by State.
It looks like it. I'd be very happy to be proven wrong, but it is Protoss versus Protoss. And I've heard that, I mean, I have actually, this is another map that I haven't played. Matchup I haven't played. Protoss versus Protoss. So I'm not too sure what to expect.
Yeah, that would be hard when you play Zerg.
Yeah, I know, that's the problem. I've only played Zerg recently. But anyway, it's time to go into the next map. Are we going to see another win for the United States? Is up here to the top left-hand side. The second out of 3 matches today. Best of 7s. Spawning in as the blue Protoss player representing the US of A. It's State. S-T-A-T-E, State.
An American player who's been practicing Korea for quite some time.
How long has he's been there? Like more than a year.
Yeah, like
has to
maybe
be.
2 years by now.
Oh my gosh.
And then, can you introduce his opponents?
I can't.
And
no.
do a Kailaris
He's got a trophy though.
impression.
He's got a trophy. I don't know what trophy it is. A Kalaris impression. I'm not. No, you've done.
Okay, not an impression, but use some Kailaris words.
Oi, oi. No, that's Red Eye. Sorry, wrong Englishman. Kalaris does this thing where he's like. You can't see it because I'm not on camera, but he stands here like this. Kalaris is like this. He's like, and spawning down to the left-hand side, representing Venezuela. It's Thunder in a game of lightning.
Hashtag Kailaris puns. He's watching right now. He's gonna
I know
hate you.
he hates me.
It's gonna be interesting when we get back to Cologne.
I heard all the stuff you said.
We love you,
I
James.
hate you guys. All right, Protoss versus Protoss. You've played some, obviously.
Yeah.
What's it about?
The
right now?
Nexus first build, or rather like any kind of quick Nexus build, is really, really strong. And State went for it, but our Venezuelan Protoss didn't go for it. So it's already gonna have to do something special in order to, I guess, weaken the economy of State. But I mean, PvP is just so hard. The reason quick Nexus is good like this in PvP is the same as it is against Zerg and Terran. Once again, you can get Mothership Core out very early, you can get 1 or 2 Adepts out to go across the map, get some information, or even defend back at home.
Yeah.
You just have so much capability in defense in this kind of early game with a build like this. And that's really only, I guess, allowed because you start with 12 workers as opposed
It's
to
a lot
6.
of workers. It is double. Stargate is the complete follow-up here. And so, I mean, just looking at this, I mean, not follow-up, but move. Just looking
Actually-
at this, it's a massive 2-base,
Yeah.
very, very deep into 2-base, versus Thunder, who is just 1-base Stargate. He's got to do a lot. He's got to end the game off this. Critical damage needs to be
Yeah, and
dealt.
State is not getting Stalkers. He doesn't have a pylon in his mineral line, so he's actually going to start taking some damage. State didn't go for the usual build of getting an Adept, then a Stalker, and getting a quicker Mothership Core. His Mothership Core is only starting now, so he's going to take quite a bit of damage from that Mothership Core of his opponent. That might actually lead him to make the mistake of not getting a pylon in his mineral line, in which case the Oracle can wreck your economy.
The Mothership Core is going to die. Oh no, it's not. It's gone.
Yeah, just Recall home. With Recall being so cheap, it's definitely worth it.
What's the
Guessing
energy
cool.
on the... I didn't know it was cheaper. What's the energy now?
It's 50.
Oh,
It
it's
starts
just
with 50 energy in Mothership Core, and
it
Recall
can
is
recall
50.
instantly?
Photon over, yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't
Photon
know that.
overcharge is 25.
Yeah, I knew the photon overcharge. I didn't know recall. Oh, wow. Okay. But
And Phoenix is being made rather than an Oracle. I'm really surprised by this here. You're not really supposed to do this. Like when you open for a Stargate like this, you're committing to doing a lot of damage to the economy of your opponents with an Oracle. But now, with it being Phoenixes, I guess Thunder wants to gain air control and some good, I guess, general map control. Yeah, that probe is doomed. That probe is like right in the club on last call. It's not going
sliding
anywhere,
past
but
the
it's still
bouncer
going to
back
try
into
to get
the
out.
club more like. That's like Roddy being thrown out the club. And he's like, let me get back in. I'm going to find my way back in.
Going to slip right down this way. The Mothership Core, aka the bouncer, will not see me. He gets back in, he sees what's going on, and instantly gets thrown back out again. That's what that was.
Phoenix is going to come into play here, but there's already 4 Stalkers here in the main of state. It's almost as if he knew exactly what was going to happen. I mean, having spotted the Stargate sure helps a lot, but State's defense definitely great here early on in this game, assigning the Stalkers to his main and the Mothership Core plus the Pylons to the natural to defend. Dropping down 2 more gateways as well, he might just go for an attack.
I'm sorry for all the Protoss players out there. I'm a bit of a noob, but I mean, maybe it's just a general emotional question I'll ask you. How does it feel to have Chrono Boost that never ends?
It's weird. It takes a lot of getting used to. After
Yeah.
like years of just using Chrono Boost when you think you have energy and all that, sometimes you will throw a Chrono Boost on like a bunch of buildings and then you realize that, oh wait, like I have only 2 Nexus. I can only Chrono Boost 2 buildings. And only these 2, so I can't really use the additional energy I would usually have on other stuff.
What about if you go double forge in some scenario, whatever it is, and you just never stop Chrono
Yeah,
Boosting?
that's pretty sick actually.
Never
But to be honest,
stop Chrono
you could do
Boosting.
this before and play with the clock a lot because Chrono Boost was 20 in-game seconds, so you could just look at the clock and know exactly when you were gonna have to do the next one. Sure, it can be hard, but now it's like automatic. The thing with this is, I tried this kind of build. I didn't have enough units to hold and I died. So
Oh, double forge.
yeah, it's pretty tough to pull up. Then again, I'm a pretty terrible
What else
player.
could
The
you
game
double
continue-
forge? I mean, double Chrono Boost forever.
What?
What else could you double Chrono Boost forever?
Well, I mean, any tech building really, like it just makes it so much easier on anyone.
yeah.
Well, yeah, one problem that I've had though is that sometimes you use your Chrono Boost on your Warp Gate and then like you leave it on the Mothership Core after Warp Gate is done for a very long time. So you need to pay attention to a lot of that. You know, like all of these timings have to be learned because Legacy of the Void just came out and it's like a new system. It's gonna take some time to really adjust to this style of Chrono Boost.
Okay. All right. So where are we right now then?
Yeah, Thunder's got his own Robo. He's gonna be getting an Immortal. He's still getting Phoenixes, even after the initial 4 and after spotting that there was quite a few Stalkers out of full state. Okay, so usually PvP expansion against expansion is very different. Oh, wow. What? Yeah, he's not supposed to go for that. It's going to take a lot of damage. So PvP Legacy of the Void, 2 base against 2 base, or even further down the line when they go into more bases, you don't go Colossus, Charge Lot, Archon, like in Heart of the Swarm. Right now, it's all about Blink Stalkers. Unless you want all in, it's all about Blink Stalkers into Disruptors.
Oh, yeah,
More
yeah.
bases,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
keep on expanding, and then disruptor control and being able to poke with Stalkers and make something happen. But right now, State is the only one that's playing it, so to speak, standard in opening Blink. Thunder has completely, I guess, not used or not even started the Twilight Council because he went for Phoenixes instead.
So he's just going to attack, or?
I'm not
Thunder.
Sure. He's dropping down some more
couple
gateways.
Of gateways.
It feels like Thunder's just doing his own thing. He's not playing Legacy of the Void or like the current meta. Like he didn't go Nexus first. He went Phoenixes instead of Oracle.
A lot of energy on these Phoenixes to help pick up units if he was to plan an attack. But
yeah.
If he isn't planning an attack, he's quite far ahead in a lot of ways here. Far behind in a lot of ways.
Oh, Blink's about to finish.
Yeah,
I think he really should start getting out of there. Yeah, the thing about an attack is that Photon Overcharge is so cheap now. If there's a bunch of pylons, it's just going to do so much damage. You can't really attack. What you can do, though, is attack, force the Photon Overcharge, pull back, and then go again.
Okay. Yeah, it makes it. Or find a new position, right?
Yeah.
Which is still small range.
It looks like right now, though, Thunder has no intention of attacking. He's not moving out. He's not processing any pylon on the map. He's only on 41 probes. So it's still definitely possible.
And a random gateway. He's like, you know what? I've always wanted to put a gateway by itself on the other side of the map.
Well, why did it have to be Red Eye to say that?
Because that's something Red Eye would do. It makes no sense.
A Mecha Gate.
Yeah.
Alright, more Stalkers here. I'm gonna move out for State. I mean, he's got such good mobility. Like, even if those Phoenixes were to fly in and try to pick up some of these Stalkers, he's got a critical mass that he's gonna be able to pick them up. But I think you might be right. He might be planning an attack, because right now we have no third base starting. Oh, if he could pick up some of these.
He's just been working so hard on Immortal production, which, you know, it is going to help out. They deal a lot of damage.
What are you doing,
a lot of units here.
What are you doing?
Yeah,
he's going to lose a lot. This might actually trigger a counter-attack.
Yeah, he threw like 6 Stalkers or so away.
The army supply is hugely in favor here of Thunder. 49 to 29. Oh my god, if he moves across the map, I mean, Photon Overcharge is good, but there is only one pylon on that third base. Thunder, I think he might just need to go for it here.
This is where one disruptor comes out, and just a single one detonates and blows everything up.
Literally cannot contain himself.
Literally cannot contain my excitement of one disruptor blowing the entire Thunder's army up. And I mean, it's going to deal a lot of damage, obviously.
Yeah. Thunder he's got 59 army supply against
pylons, as you
the
said.
39 of States.
Yeah.
As our good friend Maynard would say, that's nothing!
It's nothing! Here we go. An attack's being launched here by Thunder to try to equalize this series.
4 pylons though. 4 pylons is much stronger than just one. Oh my god.
No. Look at that.
That did not just happen.
That did just happen, Todd. I just saw it. He took down half of the health of 3 Immortals, killed off about 4 or so Stalkers at the front, maybe a little bit more than that.
Second disruptor is out now.
Second
the
disruptor's
window was
out.
missed.
Third one is on its way. The first
micro wasn't
disruptor's
there.
ready to go again.
Thunder waited way too long. I can totally see these Immortals as well getting blown up this time around.
Here we go. Number 1.
Ooh,
Oh, you missed. Number 2.
Too far. Oh, State with the
look
micro.
how much damage they do.
Gets as much Stalkers as he can. State just has to defend his attack and he's going to be fine. He's got, at this point, more army supply than his opponent.
Defends the series and pushing himself up to 3-1 with the US of A playing for match point against the ace or the revived player, Venezuela. There it is. He gives it up. GG. State wins a couple in a row and now sees America 3-1 here in this series. 1 match away from meeting the Ukraine in the finals. And
States, he's got blood on his hands. He's got blood around his teeth here. He's like, where's Dimaga? Where's Bly? Send them to me. Well, you kind of need to finish Venezuela first, mate, if you can.
yeah, you need to finish them first. Look.
You're such a nerd. That's Nate, right?
That's Nate. It's Nate. It's Nate.
And who is this?
Roddy. Nah, I told you so. I'd be better than you one day.
Yeah, Roddy actually didn't make the American team, unlike Nate.
No.
After being naturalized there.
He didn't. Oh, here's Nate. So yeah, just 1 game away now. They still have puck to play as well, if need be. And then, of course, a revived US player. So the format does dictate. But we're getting close to finding one nation now that will play in the main tournament. If you're just tuning in now, we are here for the qualifiers of NationWars 3, which already has 12 invited teams into the main tournament, which starts on the 3rd of December, a date to remember, Groups A and Group B.
Exactly. 4 more teams will be rejoining those 12,
darling.
which we will find out.
Looks so much better, Todd.
What are you doing?
Yeah, trying to put it behind me. It's difficult.
Yeah, so 4 more teams will rejoin
Yeah.
the initial 12, and we will find out which one in the next few days.
Yeah.
Today we get to find out the first one. Right now it's kind of looking like it's going to be either the US of A or Ukraine,
Yeah, here's the
unless
bracket, actually.
Venezuela can turn things around.
Yeah, this helps us describe it a little bit better for you. So right now we're in the top left, obviously, and we had Ukraine play earlier, where we saw Reina, the 13-year-old, go 3 games in a row to then lose to Bly, who took 4 games in a row to see Ukraine go through to the finals, which will play against the winner of this next match, which we're getting close to finishing. And then over the next couple of days, we're going to be jumping around a little bit. As I think tomorrow is the New Zealand day, or is it the Canadian day? I'm not sure, but either way, we'll be going over to those, 1 per day. Canada tomorrow it is. So we'll be going over to Canada tomorrow, and then the last couple to finish us.
I love how it says Belgian instead of Belgium.
Oh, yeah. Is that like a French thing, or?
No.
It's just a mistake.
It's a typo
Okay.
thing. Or like a
It's
mistranslation.
like a mistake, French mistake.
It'll be corrected, I'm sure.
Funk is already on it, man.
Are you looking forward to UK playing against Peru?
Yes.
Neither Bling or the Muslim is on Team UK. What are the Queen's finest soldiers? And neither you or Kyle
Well-
Harris or Red Eye is playing.
Well, Bling, the Queen's finest, retired. He got taken off duty. The Muslim didn't show up to duty. And I've been out of action for a while. Colaris has never been in action.
He's having an office job in the army.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
What about you? Pro gamer for life.
I used to be in the army, but I left the army. I'm a pro gamer for life, but I left the army, the Queen's army.
Yeah, you're doing all right. I saw you playing the office. Diamond already.
Yeah,
When are you
so
getting to
I'm
Masters?
I
Before
don't know,
Funko or
I'm,
not?
I'm very close. Oh yeah, yeah. I hope if I find a keyboard around here, I do want to play a little bit. Maybe tomorrow, because we don't cast until 6. I actually really am enjoying a lot of Legacy.
Are you going to stream
Next
soon?
player, the
Oh,
ace.
10 seconds.
The ace. Who is it going to be? Pirada.
That's how you say his name. That's it. Pirada.
Pirada.
Here he
sounds
comes
more
again.
epic if you say it like that. If you just say Pirada, then Pirada.
Pirada.
Yeah, like it sounds epic.
He
So
had a
he's gonna
pretty
be
close
taking
game, to
on-
be honest, earlier against States.
He did. He could have won it, like you said. So now we have to see an all kill, or at least the rest of the games won now by
A rest kill.
by Rada. So he's got 3 more games to win in a row, which is going to be difficult.
Yeah. Especially since Nate was already taken out. Like, no more free wins. But anyway, we're going to have a short break. And then we'll be right back with the rest of this series. Don't go anywhere, guys. See you in a minute.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to NationWars 3. Second game of the night, USA versus Venezuela. And as expected, Todd, USA is leading 3-1.
Yeah, they're doing pretty good. It's funny because like a lot of people predicted them to win 4-1 with Nathanias losing, and so far it's looking pretty darn good for I guess finally happening. And this Zerg though,
Yeah.
shouldn't be underestimated. He had a pretty good game earlier against State, in which I thought there was a few moments where he definitely could have won. Even that last Protoss that we saw, I thought there was like one timing if he had hit a little bit earlier where maybe he could have won.
That's the thing with that matchup right now, is that both games after Birada took out Nathanias, I think were way closer than expected. I mean, States, he comes with a background of a guy that is training in Korea for like a couple of months now, maybe more than a year, I would say. Yeah, more than a year.
Maybe all like 2 years or something.
And yet, the games were really, really close. So in the end, they actually decided to revive the player that managed to take a game out of, base god Nathanias, of course. So Birada is coming back again. So we're going to have a rematch between him and States in a PVZ. This one's going to be on Prion. I don't really know how that's going to affect our matchup in general. Mostly because I have no clue what that map is. Yes, that's the one with the golds everywhere. That's what I wanted to ask. Yes.
I think it's all right for pro. It kind of reminds me like the middle of the map and the way the third base is set up, especially if you take the middle gold one.
Yep.
It's kind of like that third merry-go-round.
Merry-go-round?
Yeah, well, like, you know, you have the middle of the map and then you have your third base right there, and then the Zerg can attack you, except merry-go-rounds, if you will, didn't have lurkers and all of these units from Zerg, so...
It didn't have lurkers.
Yeah.
It didn't have lurkers. It didn't have all of the, you know, the epicness that Legacy of the Void brings into the game.
The big mistake that the Zerg player made earlier was to go for Mutas and not lurkers when he could. Because if he had gone for lurkers, there was no disruptor for a very long time from State. And even if you get disruptor against lurkers, they're not necessarily the hard counter you might think they are. It's a real struggle right now to play against lurkers.
You need 2 shots from a disruptor to actually take out the lurker.
You need to detect them as well, and there's going to be an Overseer and Hydras a lot of the time to kill your Observer.
Yeah.
You can see where they shoot from, but that's so much effort to use 2 detonation to kill a lurker that by the time you do it, there's going to be like 10 more lurkers coming out, and it's never going to end.
I agree. How would you feel about Protoss getting the Observer speed upgrade way earlier than before? That's what I was wondering, because you're not using your Robo, well, your
Robo Bay.
Your Robo Bay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
The upgrade.
No, it doesn't matter like whether Observer has speed or not. It's the way you always need to micro them. While you need to macro and control the rest of your army, that's going to be really annoying. It might be much better to get an Oracle, because now Oracle also reveals.
Yes.
Yeah, so getting an Oracle would be much better.
I agree. Even if we could bring back that upgrade from Brood War that actually enhanced the view radius of the Observer, would actually be interesting. Would make it harder to actually snipe it.
Last time first every game.
Yeah, 10% Observer range. Why not? Let's do this, boys. In the bottom right, we're on Prion Terrace, and a Protoss player representing the United States of America is about to qualify his team. Maybe he's State.
State! USA! 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 America.
And in the top left, yes, we have a second player to introduce. Yes, Goka. Oh no, it's Anos. Hey, Anos.
No wonder.
In the top left, as our Zerg player for Venezuela, it is Pirata.
Opening with the gold base here. Getting straight to the point. You know what? Double gold. Let's just do it, man.
I want to see that. I want to see double gold, man.
Goes for the extractor right after.
What a cheeky Zerg. Fast expand on the gold, gas then.
He opened a little bit weird here, State did, because usually when you go for a gateway like this, you can just go for the Nexus immediately after and then get gas, and then core. Or even core before if you don't want to go into some kind of gas-heavy build. But now, State open with one single gas. Very, very old school. That's the build that we always saw in Heart of the Swarm, where you do this, you maybe get the core sometimes before the Nexus, but then you have enough gas to start Mothership core very quickly. I mean, but in this case, I feel like it's going to be a lot more adept-orientated with that gas.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Like, these days, the adepts are actually really useful, and I would say in most matchups, maybe not that much in PvP, but in general, in PvZ, they seem like a staple of Aras, but also like main composition. They actually tank quite a lot. They can do a lot of stuff in general in the matchup. As we see, we got a Stargate coming up from State, so it's gonna probably open Oracle. And I've seen quite a lot of plays, especially, I think it was Huck, I've seen play with the Oracle opening. And he was using him like we always saw the Oracle as a unit that keeps on being good. If you don't lose it, you keep on using it. And now with the Stasis word, you can actually use it defensively quite a lot. I really enjoy that.
Yeah, it's really cool to see how the Oracle has changed. It's a very, I guess, skill and micro-intensive unit though. Like, I mean, personally, I've stopped opening Stargate because I just lose it every time, and then I'm so sad. So. In this case, if you can keep it alive, it can be a great tool. Ooh, that's Adept is going to take a lot of damage here before even trying to get out, so...
And Todd?
You have to be careful.
Todd? He did take the other gold. He didn't do double edge before pull gold, but he still did take it. That's pretty hype. that adept just killed a drone, but it's not gonna get that much done. Other than that,
gonna
in my
die.
opinion, might die. They will die.
That Zerg is really good. You know, we talked about how we didn't think that Venezuela was gonna necessarily do well here, but that Zerg player here that I'm watching right now, Bayrada, he's definitely won me over. He's defending perfectly here right now. Everything that's being thrown at him with those first two adepts, not gonna be ready, I think, for the Oracle though with any kind of spores because he has no idea. But that Zergling counter attack, can he get in?
How does the
That's not.
wall look?
Is that a perfect wall?
Yeah, on the gold.
Oh,
on
hey,
the
it
gold.
is.
On the gold is gonna do so much damage.
Yeah.
Already 3 drones, 4 drones, 5 drones maybe.
And
getting killed.
State needed that. Those two adepts, they were designed for the Zerg to forget to go for a spore. Because when you see this much gas being invested into adepts, it's very hard to kind of expect that there could be something like a Stargate and an Oracle behind it. Do you think he will all in? Roach Run is about to finish here. So as much as this could be defensive, if Bayrada transfers a bunch of drones from his main to his third base, or even saturates it a little bit, his economy is going to be redonkulous. So then he can just spam Roach, make a bunch of Ravagers, and try to end the game by breaking the wall of his opponent, who opened for Stargate again.
Yeah, it's an interesting. It could be interesting because I don't really know who he's supposed to actually manage that. With that overload, he sees that the Stargate is still pumping out units. So basically, we see that it's a Void Ray that actually complements the defense out of state right now. So maybe a Roach Zergling all-in wouldn't be so good against a Void Ray. We'll see about that. Then the Robo just finished, and we've got a Warp Prism. It's already filled with some units.
Not Roach Zergling. Roach
Roach
Zergling.
Ravagers.
Ravagers.
That would be scary. Okay, Bayrada is
Partie
gonna
en pause.
ask for a pause. Partie en pause. Amélioration terminée. Okay, it's got 400 ping. Maybe it has to do with the 2 megabyte connections. That
Yeah,
it-
I like the interview. That was the best answer. Like, have you been studying Nathanias? I got 2 megabytes internet. And Nathanias only streams with the finest connection in North America.
Yes.
720p with 60 FPS, baby. That's source quality on Twitch. So I can't watch him. And I mean, we were at the stage in the game where Bayrada was on 37 drones against 43 probes, so not necessarily doing the best of jobs here in keeping up, but he's got 7 more drones on the way and layers on the way, but State's looking pretty good so far, I think, with the damage that he was able to do.
Well, yeah, that Oracle is actually making that 10 drone kills since the beginning of that game. Again, that Oracle surviving with only 7 HP, and that Warp Prism. That's the second wave of attack coming out from State.
Merry Christmas!
Oh, he needs no! He can't do that. The Spore is still shooting at him. Okay, the Warp Prism is gonna still
Falls
survive.
back on time. The Queen is gonna try to get it, but dies just before.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! What?
Okay. The Warp Prism died. The Warp Prism died, but the Adept Micro was kind of nice. He's starting to harass the gold base, and he's losing more and more drones.
Yeah. Actually, quite a few drones were killed here again, but that was a lot of losses here for State. So as much as he's killed 17 drones here already in this game, resources loss-wise, he's lost quite a few important units here. War Prism and 6 Adepts as well.
Oh.
And he's up against a double gold. Oh, that's cute. That
really
is
good.
really cute.
I like it. How long does it take? It's actually long, man. Wow. I've never seen it on the workers yet. I've seen it defensively against Hydras, stuff like that, but I've never seen it on drones. It's actually really, really, really good. I like it. Okay, the drones are gonna go back to mining. That Oracle doesn't have any mana left, but he actually did a lot. 11 kills and that Stasis Ward. And we see the transition.
Yeah.
More Immortals, Void Rays, the upgrade for the Adepts.
Yeah, that gives them 45% attack speed extra. So State's gonna go for the same build here. A bunch of Immortals, some Void Rays, a lot of Adepts with all of the gateways that he's making now. And this might actually be an all-in here this time around from State. Kind of looks like he has no plan to go for a third base. I think in a moment here, he's gonna be moving across the map and trying to end it.
I think, yeah, we're seeing a Hydra Den coming out from Birada, and is that the proper call? Because from what I can understand,
It is.
Adepts deal a lot of damage to light units.
Yeah, but
Hydras are light units.
there's gonna be roaches at the front, Ravagers and a bunch of links. The thing is, he made a few more drones than he needed, and he's trying to take a 4th base even before State tries to take a 3rd base himself. So I think he kind of went into autopilot, and he might be about to get punished here for it. Our Zerg player is only making units here from now. I think
at this point, it's kind of starting to smell that something's up. He sees that there is no third base from State. Right now, he knows he needs to get only units. Can he get the right amount of Hydralisks on time here? Force fields are going to hit hard, by the way. The first wave, as much as there is Ravagers, by the time they get rid of them, the force fields, they're already going to have done the damage of splitting the army.
Oh, time warp going up. It's not as useful as before, but still, like it's gonna allow him to actually walk up that ramp. It's gonna go. Can he get some major force fields? Oh my God, the pile on the Immortals. Can he get all the units? The concave is really, really good out of Birada. It is so close right now.
Yeah, those adepts are attacking much faster here than usual. And State's really showing us some cool build here, some very adept-heavy builds. Can this work here, though? Birada is trying to hold on. He needs to pull drones. He's not doing it just yet. This Ravager is starting to take a lot of damage here. He's pulling the drones, but it might be too late.
It's gonna be so hard. He didn't get the Warp Prism in that kind of fight. It seems so key to actually get rid of the Warp Prism as fast as you can. Only some Hydras left and 2 or 3 Ravagers, 3 Roaches coming up from those eggs on those gold base that actually get it taken out even before eating once. He's losing quite a lot, as you can see in the bottom right. 6,000 resources lost against 3,700. It is looking so good for America and State right now.
Yeah, State just cannot be stopped. He keeps on warping in more and more adepts, and the ones that he has, then just not dying. Beautiful 2 force fields here. I'm gonna buy him a little bit of time for him to make sure he can snipe this hatchery before pulling back so that he's not fighting the Broodlings, then turns around because it's time to try and end it here for the Venezuelan team. State is ready to move on here. He wants a piece of Ukraine, he wants a piece of Bly, and he's gonna be doing it here for Team US of A. GG!
GG!
You actually got the best tasteless impression, I think, out of all of us.
You know.
Must be all the smoking and drinking
we got
that
some,
he does,
you know,
that you do as well.
Yep. There's some stuff.
That Zerg player is pretty good. Went head-to-head with State. In the end, was outclassed, but definitely played some pretty good games against him.
Yeah, he's got potential, that's for sure. Eventually fell short on that game, but, you know, I mean, that's what we anticipated, right? The 4-1 for USA against Venezuela, but definitely not bad games in the end. Like, just States looked like he had a plan and he could execute it well.
Yeah.
And he did it 3 times in a row, and it makes it for USA just, you know, going through and getting a piece of Ukraine. As you said earlier, Ukraine looked beatable. Everybody said Ukraine is going to go through. And then there was one guy that had something to say. It was called Rainer, Zerg player from Italy, that actually pushed Ukraine just, you know, until the end. Those tweets. Oh my God, like the face of Apollo on this one. It's amazing. So yeah, I wouldn't bet against Ukraine, but I don't see it be like a walk in the park.
Yeah, and absolutely. And I mean, we see the favorites go through, but in the end, as you said, it was definitely pretty close. And now Ukraine or the US of A will be qualifying for the top 16 here of this tournament, for the main tournament. And I almost feel like also like, with how good these 2 countries and teams are, if they qualify for the whole thing, it's not like, you know, you qualified, you're happy, you're going to lose in the group stage. No, you can actually go further in the tournament and do pretty well.
Yeah. Which makes you get in more closer and closer to the money, and get you more exposure and everything. That's a really cool thing to think about. And the group stage are going to be played GSL style, so that's not like you're going to play one game, get eliminated instantly. You will have more shot to actually get to the second qualifying position in the group stage. So definitely not a bad position for either of those teams, either Ukraine or USA, to actually reach the top 16 and make it maybe a little bit further. I think Ukraine has definitely a shot. USA, I don't really know. We'll see. But we still have to
They've got
get
Nathanias.
that game. They've got Nathanias, man. They've got Nathanias.
The man with the glasses.
Yes, Wonder Woman. Or Captain America. I don't know. You decide.
He played all right earlier. I mean, that second game
right.
was
Well,
maybe a 6.5 out of 10.
okay. That second game, I would have said
I mean,
4.
only, yeah, but like it's a hero's joke. Heroes kids will get it. You know it?
IGN.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen it. It's even in the trailer for the new hero. I think at some point they show a guy in the background that has a 6.5 thingy. Well,
Sick.
you don't know. So we're gonna have an interview with the captain, team captain.
Speaking of the devil,
Yes.
Wonder Woman.
Yes, Wonder Woman is going to talk to us. And it's going to be a dual stream as always. We're going to, merge French and English stream because everything is about friendship here.
It's all about love.
It's all about love. We gathered. I love it. I love it when you do that. We're going to gather and ask questions to the Nathanias. So we can know how we feel about his own performance and his team going through, and maybe qualifying if they can take out Ukraine. And I will repeat myself, but once again, I think that's something possible.
Yeah, it's funny actually how Nathanias earlier said that he said something about like a scouting drone that's going to try to see something, and then the rest of the army is going to finish. Guess what? The scouting drone killed something.
Yep, it did. It did.
It can happen.
And he almost lost an SCV to a scouting SCV in the first game, but he clutched it. No, I'm gonna kill your SCV. That's how I roll. And yeah, he did scout for the American team.
I guess that's
He
zero
saw
MS.
what's happened.
That's 0 MS against a player who has a 2 megabytes download
Zero MS.
internet played.
Six City, exactly. So congratulations to USA in general. If you're from America, or if you just feel the hype and the freedom going through your veins, you can be happy about yourself. Good job, America. What is there else to say? I don't really know.
It's good to have you on the English stream, man. A lot of
I'm
people
liking
are
it.
pretty happy. I was reading some of the comments,
I'm liking it.
even the Twitch chat.
Whoa.
I think,
Even
likes you.
Twitch
Well,
chat?
actually, not. Never mind.
No, Twitch chat is just it's Twitch chat.
Oh, I think
We love it. We love
there's
it.
a lot of positive stuff.
Oh, I like
How about
it.
you?
Thank you.
You're
Thank
one
you.
of
Makes
them
me-
now.
Makes me
You've been adopted.
makes me feel special just to be here. I like it.
Oh, Maynard is commenting on the mustache of Apollo, which
I don't know if you see that.
I don't know how I feel about it. That mustache of Apollo, like he's trying to be a little bit more French.
He's
here.
trying to be French.
Not that he knew he was gonna have to come here, but he doesn't pull off the beard and mustache as you do. I don't know how you
That's
do
right,
it.
boys.
Actually.
I've been working really hard on it.
You're joking with me. You
Yes.
literally almost never shave. Like
Yes.
take a trimmer and do like.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a lot
what you
of
call
work.
walking very
That's a lot
hard.
of work. You don't imagine the amount of pressure that I get from people like
What
you.
do you mean? I don't imagine I shave every day.
Yeah, of course.
I put in some real effort to
you're
look
putting
proper.
real effort. Okay. I agree. Sorry about that. I'm really bad at feeling in English. Usually, I do it pretty well
What would
in
you
French.
talk about in French?
I don't know. I would say some random stuff and it would come out of my mouth without even, thinking about it. But you know what? Somebody's saving me right now because we've got the interview on the other set. Please, guys, take it away.
Hey! Hello, we're here on the couch.
Yeah, and waiting for Nathanias after his exceptional performance.
Exceptional performance.
Yeah, but I'm really proud of him. He's a caster, and then he's going as a player, and it's something really, really hard to do. There's a lot on the line, and I prove it now.
Everyone was watching him.
Yeah.
And he did it, man. He did it. I don't know if Nate's with us. Say something if you are, Nate. If not, we'll talk a little bit. I guess he's not with us. He'll be with us shortly. Did you enjoy the match then?
Yeah, a lot. And was impressed with Nathanias and with Sade because it was really clean. You watch his play and you think, yeah, this guy understands LOTV. And that's the main thing for the players. Some players are going to be, okay, what I'm doing, I have no idea. Some others are, okay, I do this, and this, and then I win simply because I have a plan. And it was the case for States, and that's impressive.
Yeah, it was good. And I think the US did well, and everyone thought they would do well. And now they must go up against the Ukraine in a fight to see who will go through to play in NationWars 3. And I'm pretty excited for that. I'm sure you are as well.
Yeah, but everyone predicted both Ukraine and the USA to advance. And now it's time for the big match of the night. Let's see if Blake can do an all-kill again. I think he's the best player of the group. He played really, really well lately, especially during his qualifier run for DreamHack. But now it's another stage. It's a bit later in the game, not the beta. And it's going to be hard.
This is going to beat Bly.
That will be amazing.
Is Nate with us yet?
Testing.
Nate!
Hello.
Nathanius!
Hi, Sean.
Hello, Nate. Also,
Great to hear your voice.
It's good to hear your voice and watch you play. And you're joining with State and Puck, I see. Are you guys there as well?
Yep, hello.
Hello, boys. Sorry we didn't get to see you play, Puck.
Oh, we're saving his secret strategies. Puck is our anti-Bly.
Anti-Bly?
So
Okay, so I just want to,
Yeah.
before we talk about Bly and the Ukraine, let's talk a little bit about this series. So let's be honest. Going into it, was that always going to be a win no matter what? Let's be honest.
What was it you said?
Just a
What was
nod.
it like?
Probably.
Ryan State was saying before the match we got here to play, and he's like, "So how do we determine what server we play on for the second match?" This is like, and Romy's like, "You guys do have to beat Venezuela," and he's like, "Yeah. So how do we determine what server we play on?" I was like, "Yeah, I mean, we kind of came into it. We knew what we were doing."
How's
I
Team
don't know.
America's team spirit?
Pretty good. Nate's a good leader.
I did my best to try to motivate the boys.
What did you do?
Puck and I warmed up for this match today. Even though Puck didn't have to play in the first series, we warmed up by playing Allied Commanders. That's how much teamwork we have. It was legit, man. That was how I prepared for this match. That's how I got that first victory. I couldn't have done it, without Puck motivating me. And then of course, we set up Ryan for the slam dunk. Unfortunately, we didn't. I know you wanted to play first so that you could all kill, but we wanted to create some sort of tension. That's like what casters do.
You're a great role model, Nate.
Perfect for the show.
Perfect for the show. Thanks, Nate. Were you nervous in the first game at all?
Oh yeah. I was actually. I was talking in the team. Our chat is just USA. I was talking about that. As soon as it ended, there's such a rush. But because the thing is, I didn't do the build the way that I would normally do, on ladder. So even if you had watched my game, it was usually tank Viking, and it was a slower push. But because I killed, and I think Funka, someone told me that Funka pointed it out. I did take the exact build opening from Beyond from Shoutcraft because it was really strong DVT. And I also looked into the match history of Demonizer before, once we found out who we were playing against, and I saw that he likes to open single Reaper into Reactor, so I knew he'd have most 2 Marines, so I felt really confident with the opening. And then once I pushed him off of his natural and killed his natural, basically, I felt really good for the rest of the game. I think the only moment where I don't know, it wasn't even bad. I got really psyched up going for that counter drop because I wasn't sure. I saw that his medevacs boosted in to grab his units to evacuate, so I was like, his boost is gonna run out before he makes it back to his base. So maybe I can snipe them on the island. Although he stopped on the island.
I know, that was a great moment, man.
That made it a lot easy. That made it a lot easier.
Yeah, it was really fun. Play of the day, man. Play of the day.
Yeah, there is already an highlight video of this moment on the
There's a
floor.
highlight video. I'm sure you've seen it, Nate. I know you are the internet. So
That was fun. Well, hey,
let's
me
talk
more
about
has
the
to be all.
Ukraine. Let's talk about the Ukraine because we got to move on. States, I want to go to you and also Puck. Feel free to jump in. You feeling good against this? I guess Bly's their best player, so you got what it takes to bring this guy down.
If there was no latency, I'd feel really good, but I still think we can win.
Are you worried about Demaga and Cass at all?
I'm worried, not as much. I think Bly's going to be the main hurdle.
What do you think, Puck?
I'm not really afraid, to be quite honest with you.
More confident than I am.
It's just the cheesy Zerg. Just another day.
Just a cheesy Zerg in the way.
God.
Well, Puck hasn't. We also haven't had. You haven't had to show any of your strategies or anything like that, so be a bit trickier as well. State was willing to bite that bullet because he has 100 builds. So
Puck, will you headhunt Bly for us? Is that your plan?
I mean, I'm not. I guess if you want to consider that.
Well, I'm a
I think
caster, man.
you're.
I'm trying
I
to
think
make
you're
an epic story,
overvaluing how good Bly is. I'm not afraid of him.
You're not afraid of him?
He doesn't need headhunting.
Oh.
We can all do it. Nathan can do it.
Nate,
I'd like to see that.
are you going to take him out, Nate?
I don't know. I think this is the match where I'm more of a cheerleader than anything else.
What do you think about Todd calling you Wonder Woman?
That's absurd. I don't see Todd playing for the French team.
We already started calling him Wonder Woman in the chat, so it's caught on.
Yeah. You know, I saw Roddy made a tweet where he's wearing an American flag on his chest. You know, Roddy knows who to back. Todd at this point might as well be wearing the white flag T-shirt.
Oh, you're saying this in a room. I'm the only Englishman in it, surrounded by French people.
But you guys, I've met all the other Frenchies there, and they're all awesome. Todd knows that's meant for him.
Any final words to these guys? I guess we'll go back to the casters in a sec.
Good luck versus Ukraine, and I
Good
think
luck, boys.
everyone up. Nathaniel takes a map.
All right, final words from you three then. Predictions going up against the Ukraine. You're going to take them out?
Yeah, probably.
What's the score? Nate, you start, then we'll go State, then Puck. Score?
I don't know if I want myself to start, so it's either a 4-0 or a 4-1 again. Haven't decided.
State?
4-1 or 4-2.
Puck?
Probably 4-1 or 4-0.
Okay, one thing before you go. Nate, I need you to say U. I need State to say S, and Puck to do A.
All right. You.
Ready?
Yeah, let's do it. You.
Yes.
Hey.
Thank you.
Made a
Bravo. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Best of luck versus Ukraine. I guess we're going to go back to the casters now.
Yeah, let's go back to the casters, both French and English team.
I don't know what's worse, Apollo's cringe requests for them to say USA together, or Nate's being arrogant when I will absolutely demolish him.
Oh snap! Oh my God, we're gonna have
He got
to.
voted in his team.
Do we have to do like a side
Let's do it.
show
let's do
match,
it.
like best
You know
of
what?
7?
Keyboard, mouse. Even though I hate this keyboard, I will smash you.
We'll do it.
I will smash you, Nate.
We'll make it happen for a tremendous
You'll be a
amount of money.
cheerleader for this match as well, Nate.
Oh, okay, interesting. What I take from those interviews in general, they feel really comfortable against Ukraine. Is that just cockiness, or are they really sure about themselves?
I think State, like he's a great player and he fully realizes his potential, so it's normal for him, like with his practice regimen as well, to be confident. I don't think he was like overdoing it either. Like he did say that you can underestimate Bly and all that. And Puck was just being Puck. He's always been like this. In every single Red Bull Battlegrounds tournament he played in, he was always, kind of playing along and always saying how confident he was, sometimes even overdoing it. So I'm not surprised that he was like this here. He's a confident guy, which is not a bad thing in StarCraft. You need to believe in yourself if you want to be able to win. Whereas Nate, well, this time around, I'm really hoping that he comes out so that he gets demolished and I get to laugh at it.
Okay. We'll see about that. But for now, we're going to head on to a commercial break. And when we come back, it's going to be USA
Nathan.
versus Ukraine. Okay, guys, just, stick around. We'll come back after the break.